Good evening, sports fans. Actually, good evening, football fans. And welcome to another exciting edition of High School Sports here on your High School Sports Leader, Oregon Sports Beat. Tonight, from the brand new Mike Walsh Field on the campus of Lincoln High School, it is high school football featuring the Lincoln Cardinals, and we'll have our national anthem. Let's play football. The Lincoln Cardinal and the Newberg Tigers. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Working with me tonight, my broadcast partner, Jack McArthur. The Cardinals, they are 0-1. They lost in Bend last week, 20-0. The Newberg Tigers, they are 1-0. They won at home last week against Grant, 43-13. Current OSAA rankings, well, they have the Cardinals number 25. They have the Tigers number 2. Big matchup tonight. It also is the first game for Lincoln's new head coach, Cody Schnoffer. We'll get this one underway, Jack. Should be a great game. The facilities are beautiful.
Yeah, that's for sure, Dave. The facilities are indefinitely beautiful. It's obviously a fantastic evening here. Looking forward to this match, obviously. As you mentioned, Lincoln coming off of a 20-0 shutout loss against Bend last Friday. Newberg coming off of a big win against Grant, 43-13. We got a chance to speak to the coaches pregame real quick. I just want to mention Newberg's head coach, Newberg's head coach Jeremy Johnson is in his 3rd year, and then Lincoln's head coach Cody Schnoffer is in his 1st season, as you mentioned. But Jeremy Johnson, he told us that, his team is a physical downhill running team. They're looking to force some turnovers this game, and they have to be really good with special teams. They also think that his team's going to come out and surprise some people this season. And Newberg also has 10 wrestlers on their team, which is a very interesting fact I wanted to add. And Jordan Pope, along with a bunch of other Lincoln alumni, are in attendance here tonight. And Pope was a running back for the University of Washington, and he went to Lincoln.
He's also in the Lincoln Hall of Fame. Let me tell you about the two coaches. Newberg's head coach, Jeremy Johnson, this is his 3rd year. They did play last year, Newberg and Lincoln, and Coach Johnson led the Tigers to a win. The 3 years before he was at Newberg, yes, indeed, he was right here at Lincoln. Lincoln's head coach is Cody Schnoffer. Let me tell you a little bit about Cody. He is from just outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He spent 7 years coaching in Maryland, then 4 years coaching in Northern Washington. He was at Tahoma and at Hazen. He was an assistant 1 year at Wilson. Then the last 3 years, he has been the assistant head coach at Mountainside under head coach John Mannion. If that name sounds familiar, his son John Mannion was the quarterback at Oregon State, played for the Rams. Now I believe he's on the Seahawks roster. So both these coaches with lots of experience, although it's Coach Schnoffer's 1st year at Lincoln. This is his 16th year in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, both of these coaches obviously pretty experienced, but as you mentioned, Jeremy Johnson in his 3rd year, Cody Schnoffer in his 1st. And it's very interesting, obviously, because Jeremy Johnson used to coach at Lincoln. But one thing I want to point out real quick is obviously comparing these two squads. Lincoln, they have 57 players in comparison to Newberg's 61. So Newberg with a few more players, obviously. But Lincoln, if you look at their squad, 22 of their 57 players, it's 38.6% of their squad, are freshmen. So over a third of their team are freshmen. 5 of them are sophomores. That's 8%. 18 are juniors and 12 are seniors. So Lincoln has 52.5% upperclassmen, a little bit over half. Newberg, on the other hand, they have 61 players. No freshmen, 0 freshmen on the roster. Fairly experienced team. 59% of them are the upperclassmen, 25 sophomores, 17 juniors, and 19 seniors. So 2 very opposite squads.
Lincoln will kick off. They will move from our left to our right. Newberg to receive. Back to receive for Newberg. That is number 12, Parker Selner. Newberg in the white. They will move from our right to our left.
Finn Davies to kick off here.
There's the kick. And that kick goes out.
Flag down on the play.
Flag down for the kick going out. Newberg, they are in their regular uniforms. They are royal blue, gold, and white. The Cardinal, of course, red, white, and black. That'll mark the ball at the 35-yard line. When the kick goes out of bounds, it's spotted at the 35. First offensive series coming up for the Newberg Tigers. They have 2 kids on their offensive line. One weighs 337, the other weighs 325. Jack mentioned they have 10 wrestlers, and of course, they are always exceptional in wrestling in this state.
Yeah, I mean, they're a physical downhill running team. That's what Coach Johnson said.
First play from scrimmage, handoff over right tackle. Isaac Heveron on the carry.
Seems like we're going to see the Tigers be running the ball a lot tonight, as we spoke about. Coach Johnson really wants them to run the ball a lot, and he has faith in their squad, in his squad, and their size and ability.
Heveron gets 2, 2nd and 8. Trip receivers to the left. Lone setback. Wants to throw underneath, and Heveron incomplete. Now wait a minute, they're going to spot it. It is complete all the way out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 5.
I want to say they spotted it at 42, no?
The quarterback is Cole Thomas. I'm sorry, the 42. It is 3rd down and 3. Straight up the middle. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, big run there from, looks like number 44, Walker Hilton, the senior. He's not super tall, but obviously very strong and stout. And it was a great run by him, obviously super strong, and just used his strength to power his way up the field. And it seems like the Tigers are going to be doing that a lot tonight, Dave.
Gain of 7. 1st and 10 at the 49. Thomas to throw, throws complete down to the 37. 14 yards on the completion.
Parker Selner on the reception there. Great catch. An even better throw there from the QB, Cole Thomas.
We watched Thomas when he warmed up, and he was throwing the ball 50 yards in the air.
Yeah, he was throwing some deep dimes. He definitely has an arm for sure.
So our first drive underway for Newberg. They've moved from the 35 all the way to the Cardinal 37. Motion. Hand off to the motion man. Sweep play out to the left and stop.
Yeah, big stop for number 4 there. It looks like Errol Brotherton with the stop there for Lincoln.
Brotherton with the stop. He's a junior. Loss of 3. Second down and 13, Tigers. Handoff straight up the middle to the fullback. That's number 44, Walker Hilton. Hilton gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good effort from Hilton there. Obviously, Lincoln read that one like a book. They were just trying to stop the run. They had multiple men on him there, but Lincoln's done a good job to really clog the Tigers early here, as you know, they gave up a lot of yards, and now they're making some big stops.
It is 3rd and 10.
They just need one more big stop here.
3-man front for the Cardinal. Now they pull up 2 on the outside, so it's 5 across the front. 2 backers in close. Motion. Thomas wants to throw under heavy pressure, and he throws, gets it away, knocked down. Great play on the outside that time by Enzo Oxford.
Yeah,
incomplete.
Yeah, what a stop from Enzo Oxford there, obviously. The Tigers were trying to scramble out of pressure, alleviate the pressure, was Thomas, and unable to do so. It almost looked like an interception there, Dave, but he just tipped it out instead.
Let's see if the Tigers are going to punt. Thomas stays on the field, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to punt.
Instead, it looks like a field goal.
Field goal
from
attempt.
55 yards.
55-yard field goal attempt. The ball's down at the 45 plus the 10. 55. I believe it's a left-footed kicker. Ball down. Ball is up. And it is wide right.
I mean,
no good.
It was a great effort from the Tigers, obviously. That's a little bit short, but they tried to go for it. So props to the Tigers for attempting it.
So it's a 55-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, the best I could kick when I was in high school was about 40, I want to say 42 yards. I had a teammate of mine that could hit a 51-yarder, but 55 is quite wild.
Jack punted for Franklin High School. That's why he knows what he's talking about. The record, you know who holds the record for the longest field goal made in Oregon High School?
I'm not sure if I know. All I know is that Justin Tucker made a 66-yarder, and that's the NFL record.
Well, it's Adley Rutschman and McMinnville.
It is.
Who's now the catcher for the Baltimore Orioles.
Wow.
All right. Liam Eldridge at quarterback. Lone setback. Motion coming to the right. Eldridge pitches the outside. Togney turns inside. Line of scrimmage is at 20 on that field goal that went in the end zone.
Yeah, Togney tried to work his way up the right side of the pitch there, but obviously there was 5 different white shirts on him. He wasn't really going anywhere, Dave.
Jack's our soccer guy too, so that's why he called it the pitch.
I guess I would say field now because I'm just used to calling soccer.
Right. We cover all sports here at Oregon Sports Week. Jack and I just did the Oregon Cup, the Oregon Open Cup last month, the soccer championship. So.
Yeah, Lincoln's a fairly young squad. I'm very interested to see how they fare in this match. Obviously, as I mentioned before, 38% of their squad, 22 out of their 57 players are freshmen.
And whistle. Coach Snuffer told me that what he wants to do is to establish the run early on, then work off of that.
They're seemingly doing that so far. Haven't really thrown the ball up. They also haven't really gotten many chances offensively in this match, but so far they've just been comfortable running the ball.
All right, that's a 5-yard penalty on the Cardinal. Backs it up 5. So now it is 2nd and 12. Receivers wide left and right. Slot to the left. Eldridge wants to throw under pressure. Looks. And that may be an interception. If his arm was started forward, it was knocked away, and it was caught by a lineman for Newberg. That may be an interception.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a turnover, yep. Huge turnover there forced by the Tigers as Liam Eldridge was stripped. 3 different men were coming to rush to pressure him, and he lost control of the ball. As you mentioned, Dave, had the forward arm motion, obviously a fumble, and then quickly recovered by the Tigers. So they're going to have the ball in a pretty lethal position here.
Unfortunate, he was moving forward, got hit from behind, but his arm was going forward.
The referees are trying to find the right spot here, it seems like.
So they're actually going to spot the ball at about the 11. Yeah. Either way, you know, that would be either a fumble or an interception, so it's going to be a turnover. But Thomas, the quarterback.
Yeah, cost of turnover by Lincoln. Big chance for the Tigers here.
Receivers wide left and right, 2-back formation, handoff inside. Tries to get outside to the right, no gain. Lincoln doing a good job on the line of scrimmage, stopping those runs.
As you mentioned, Lincoln doing an exceptional job of clogging the middle right there as there's a big stop from Lincoln. I think that the Tigers are just going to have to throw the ball and try to switch it up a little bit to really catch Lincoln off guard, because so far I haven't seen Thomas unleash that arm a lot. I've seen a lot of run play so far in this game, Dave.
So it's a gain of 1. It's now a 2nd and 11. Here comes motion. Handoff to the motion man. Sweep play to the left, and he's going to lose a bunch. All the way back to the 20.
Yeah, huge loss there. They just need to throw the ball and switch it up because right now Lincoln is really shutting them down.
That was Leo Keelan on the carry, and he lost 7. Wow. Now it's going to be, well, they need to get to the 2-yard line, and it's sitting at the 20. So it is 3rd and 18.
Well, Dave, if they don't convert here, it's safe to say that this actually is field goal range, and they could take those 3 points or attempt to get 3 points here if they don't convert here.
Here comes motion to the left, pitch to the tailback, sweep play to the outside on the right, turns the corner and knocked out of bounds. He got back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be 4th and 10.
Yeah, that time it was 22 Isaac Hevron with the carry there for the Tigers, and I'm still surprised they continued to go with the run there. Obviously, it was risky. It was 3rd and 11. They had to go for something, but I thought it was interesting. But they had really good blockers on that play, so it ended up working out for them.
5:18 left to go in the first. No score. Number 2, Newberg. Number 25, Lincoln. 4th down. And Newberg's going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th and 1 makes sense, but they would go for it.
No, it's 4th and 10.
Oh, 4th and 10, yeah, my apologies.
Yeah, not 1, it's 10. Inside handoff on a draw play and stop. What a defensive play by Lincoln. Emmett Togney with the stop. Boy, he is stout in the middle.
Yeah, big stop from Togney there. I'm actually extremely surprised that the Tigers ended up going for it on 4th and 11. They really must have a lot of faith in their offense. What do you think, Dave?
Yep, they do.
That time it didn't work out for them, but this game has been back and forth so far as the Tigers turn the ball over. Now Lincoln's going to have a chance to do something offensively.
He needed 11. He got 6. First down for the Cardinal, their 2nd offensive possession. 5:10 left to go, first quarter, no score here at the brand new Lincoln High School field, Mike Walsh Field. Eldridge, handoff straight ahead.
Short gain. Phillips and Deichmann with the stop.
Looks like a substitution. Number 9, Oliver Matthews coming in for number 6, Parker Barnett, the senior.
That was a gain of, we'll call it 2, 2nd down and 2. Big crowd tonight. Inside handoff. Went with the belly series.
Both teams haven't really thrown the ball a lot tonight. We've seen a lot of running.
All right, pick up a 3, and that's out to the, well, let's see where we're going to spot it. Let's say on the 6th.
Seems like the ball is spotted on the,
No,
want to
it's
say
not
it's
the
the, want to
six.
say it's the 10.
Right, it is the 10. Scoreboard said 6, but it's on the 10. 6 to go, though. Eldridge gonna throw, drops back, throws underneath, complete. First pass of the game to Togney. Togney's gonna get a first down.
Yeah, great play from Togney there, and fantastic awareness from the quarterback Eldridge, as he had to really throw that ball quickly to his teammate Togney to alleviate the pressure as he was being hounded by multiple Newberg players, and he just had to throw that ball to a teammate, and it got tipped, but it still got into the hands of Togney, and he got the big gain there.
Great touch on the ball that time by Eldridge, the junior quarterback. He started all but one of the games as a freshman because of that injury to Carson Wacker. Now, junior year, he's going to start from the beginning.
He's getting his time to shine now.
Another draw play up the middle.
Jordan with the carry.
On the carry that time, it is number 20, Elwood Gordon.
Hilton with the stop.
Another substitution here for Lincoln. 45, Richler, Piersnick coming into the game.
Second
Gain
and
of 2, 2nd and 8. Good to see Cardinal on a drive, getting started, get a first down, get some yardage, get some confidence. Told you, Coach Schnaufer said, we're going to run the ball first, try to establish a run, then we'll work off of that.
Seems like both teams are very content to run the ball a lot in this match or game.
Motion, handoff, this time off of left tackle.
Hilton with the stop.
On the carry that time, number 45, I believe. Is that who that was, Jack?
Yeah, I believe that was 45.
All right.
And that is
Piersnick.
Richler Piersnick, the senior running back and linebacker, very versatile player. We spoke about this earlier, Dave, but you were telling me how Cody Schnaufer, the head coach of Lincoln, has a very versatile squad, and a majority of his players can play multiple positions, so don't be surprised if you see a lot of players on offense and defense.
Straight ahead.
Ball loose.
Newberg is saying there's a fumble. There is. And a turnover. Ball's going to go
Newberg
to
recovers. First and 10
Newberg
Newberg.
on the fumble. And they will take over. See where we're going to spot it, right at the 25. Coach Schnaufer says, I like to call my players positionless. He
right.
says, wherever they're playing well at, that's where I'm going to put them.
It's a valid response. Sometimes you have to switch it up and really put players in different positions to make them become versatile, because as we mentioned, Lincoln, not a super deep team. They have 22 freshmen, fairly young squad. They're just trying to move guys around a lot.
Well, we've been this first quarter is going fast. We're down to 1 minute 30 mark. Handoff, turns inside, going to get about 7.
Coming on with the carry. Stuck by Ryan, Reverman, and Brotherton.
On the carry that time, it was number 22, Everon. We'll give him 6.
Everon, the 6-foot senior, 190 pounds. Definitely have some sizable backs here, Dave. Newberg is a very, very deep team.
2nd and 5 from the 21.
Flag down
The
on the play.
snap goes through the quarterback's hand, goes back and falls on it while the fullback fell on it. But a whistle.
False start, Newberg.
False start on offense.
Good.
Remains second down.
All right. By the way, I want to mention quickly, Coach Schnaufer, 16 years as a coach, but this is his first game as a head coach. He told me beforehand, my parents back in Pennsylvania are going to be listening to the game tonight, so
Nice.
want to pass along a shout out to them and tell them so far the Cardinals are looking really good.
Yeah, so far it's been an interesting game, but the Cardinals have looked exceptionally talented in this game so far.
Coach Johnson for Newberg says we've got to control turnovers well. Here in the first quarter, they've already got 2. Handoff, straight ahead.
Hilton with the carry. Stuck by Rick and friends.
So a gain, well, we're going to mark it at the same place, no gain.
Yeah, only 20 seconds left in this opening quarter. Very interesting. As you mentioned, Dave, Newberg forced 2 fumbles in this game already, and it's the first quarter.
Well, one's a pass interception, one's a fumble, 2 turnovers.
Right.
Here we go, 3rd and 7, and another whistle. Oh, that's the end of the quarter.
This might be a false start, because I think that the false start happened when there was still a second or 2 left on the clock.
Let's see if that's actually what's going to happen. The horn did sound.
Seemed like it was a false start on Lincoln about
Well,
a
they're
second
talking.
or 2 before the clock
They're talking.
went off.
Referees are talking. It might be a penalty with 2 seconds on the clock, or the clock may have expired. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the referee. foul. Offsides on
Offside
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Penalty will be enforced at the start of the second quarter. At the end of one, Lincoln
So they march
0,
that 5
Newberg
yards
0.
off. I believe they're going to put a second or two back on the clock. They haven't done
Third
that.
and 2.
It's 3rd and 2.
They're still talking it over, not sure what they're going to do yet.
He hasn't signaled the end of the quarter. I'm sure the referee's coming over. He may tell him, put some time on the clock. Here he comes.
Seems like that's what he's going to do.
Yep. He's going to signal, I believe, 2 seconds on the clock, and this will be the last play of the first quarter. There's the signal.
1 second, it seems like.
1 second. All right, so we're going to have 1 second. Newberg can run a play.
1 second remaining.
3rd down and 2. The ball is at the 19.
They just have to make sure that the clock is set, because now it's doing something else. There we go.
All right, we sorted that out. Referee sorted it out. Timekeeper sorted it out.
Everybody sorted it out. Guess
See,
not.
the penalty referee signaled for the clock
We're
to
not
start,
at the
and that
first
ran it
quarter.
out.
Lincoln
So that
0,
is
Newberg
the end of
0.
the first quarter. Our score at the end of 1. It is Newberg nothing, Lincoln nothing. You know, these broadcasts would not be possible without the great support of our sponsors. I want to tell you about one of our sponsors, and that's Premier Jets. Premier Jets specializes in worldwide service and has experience visiting nearly every port of the world. We provide fast worldwide transport service to 6 continents, including all Pacific Islands. Our services include an air ambulance, on-demand cargo, and chartered flights. That's Premier Jets. Also, I want to tell you about Bio Lounge. It's a Northwest Portland functional medical clinic that partners with patients to support their unique health goals. Whether aiming to treat a condition, prevent chronic disease, or optimize health, our healthy trained providers leverage the latest in scientific research and technology to provide exceptional care and outcomes. We believe health is a lifetime journey and are proud to support the Lincoln football program. Thanks to all of our sponsors.
Yeah, shout out to all of our sponsors. Hey, especially today we were right in front of one of our sponsors.
We'll talk about that a little bit later when
Yeah.
we get Jack and I parked our car to come here, and we were parked right in front of one of our sponsors. We thought we'd drop in and say hi, but they were closed.
Yep.
All right, so we'll start the second quarter. Newberg moving now from our left to our right. Lincoln defending our right, on our right. It is 3rd down and 2 at the 19. No score. I'm impressed with the Cardinal defense so far.
Yeah, despite the fact it's still scoreless, it's been a very entertaining game so far.
Remember, Newberg put up 43 points on Grant last week.
That's right.
Gonna throw, Thomas, across the middle, up and caught. Touchdown. Thomas, complete on the pass. That is Nolan Dykeman.
Yeah, Dykeman with a great catch there, fantastic reception. It was a little bit of a lofted pass. He had to reach out to get it, but regardless, Tigers go to the board first, and they're really showing how exceptional their offense is, Dave. We talked about how they're a run team, but it looks like they can throw the ball as well.
Dykeman right down the middle, 19-yard completion.
Thomas in the snap.
Thomas to Dykeman.
Brammer with the carry for 2.
There's went for the 2-point conversion and got it. Newberg 8.
You don't see that every day.
Nope.
You usually see a PAT, but hey, they converted the 2-point play there. That's pretty impressive.
Thomas up the middle on the carry for the 2. So 8 points. 8-0 now.
Established in 1996, Bellagio's is a Portland-based, proudly Northwest company. You can find Bellagio's just around the block at 17th.
Another one of our great sponsors is Garfinkel Orthodontics, celebrating 50 years of helping Portland smile. Dr. Judah, who is a Lincoln High School alum from 1992, and the entire team at Garfinkel Orthodontics are proud to support Lincoln High School and excited to help your family smile. Complimentary consultations at garfinkelortho.com. So Tigers will kick off. By the way, Thomas, the quarterback for Newberg, he is 3 of 4, 38 yards and a touchdown. Eldridge, 1 of 2 for 10 yards, but an interception.
Yeah, Thomas has played quite well in this game so far.
Danny Espinoza will kick off for Newberg.
Same man that attempted the 55-yarder. Hopefully they'll give him a chance to kick one from within 30 or 40.
There's the kick away drive. Fielded at a 3, out to the 10, 15, 20, out to the 25. Well, just short of 25. At the 23.
Yeah, he was stuffed at the 23-yard line. Good coverage there from the Tigers.
First and 10 Cardinals.
First and 10 Cardinals. Ball at the 23. With just 11 seconds into the second quarter, Newberg leads 8-0.
Still a long game. I'm interested to see if Lincoln's going to go for a couple throwing plays here, as they've been running the ball a lot.
Nice viewer section across the way on top of one of the buildings over there. Got some lights. Outdoor little party going.
It's quite a scenic space here.
Right. If you look and see all the great new buildings downtown Portland. All right, Eldridge, the quarterback. In between two backs, the snap. Hand off to Tockney. Tockney outside to the right, and he gets going. He's got blazing speed. He got 8. Tockney, 3 carries, 13 yards.
Outstanding run from Togney there. As you mentioned, Dave, you told me he was one of the players to look out for. Not only is he strong, but he's also extremely fast, so that makes him stand out. When you're able to bulldoze through defenders, you can really go as far as you can. Want.
Tockney, one of the bright spots last year. First and 10. Sweep play coming to the left. On the carry, Prisnick. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second down and 9 from the 35. Thanks for joining us here on Oregon Sports Beat. I'm Dave Hall along with Jack McArthur. Eldridge. He's got receivers wide left and right. Handoff inside Tockney. Tockney back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Yeah, that was read like a book by the Tigers defense. They saw that one coming in. 3-man rush there. They had multiple men on Togney, as they don't really want to let him get another big gain, as if you give Togney space, he'll take it, and he's very fast running back.
Third and 10. Lights are on here.
Everyone loves saving money. Customize the coverage plan that helps protect what's important to you. Family, things, and your bottom line.
Well, we got a timeout. I want to tell you about Elite Real Estate. Michelle Shea Land, our dedicated realtor at Elite Real Estate, strongly supports Cardinal football, just like a strong offensive line. Ready to score your next home. Make contact with her today. That's Michelle Shea Land at Elite Real Estate.
That does sound like some elite real estate.
What's that?
So that does sound like some elite real estate with that thing you just read. I'm very convinced now.
Okay.
That's good.
Like I said, we thank all our sponsors.
Founded by educators in 1936, Silco Community Credit Union is committed to serving our community and being a trusted financial advocate. Whatever a good life means to you, they want to help you get there. Stop by their
I had a nice conversation today on the phone for about 15 minutes with Coach Snoffer. Tell me about his background and what they were going to do tonight and some of the players. So I appreciate that. I don't know what that horn was for. Eldridge drops back, looks, he's going to throw underneath, has a completion. Going to be a first down.
A.J. Reverman with the reception there. Fantastic play.
So it's good, it's a completion. Wait a minute.
Flag down on the play.
Flag down on the play, let's hold off on that.
Referees are discussing this one. This one might be brought back, Dave.
It's a completion to Reverman. Would have been a first down. A.J. was free right on the sideline. Let's see, we met A.J.'s grandmother before the game started.
We did, actually.
Oh, so the penalty
Was declined.
is declined. The penalty was on Newberg. It's declined. Count that then as a completion to Reverman for 13 yards.
Yeah, great reception there from Reverman. As ball's going to be placed on the 46-yard line now.
And a great throw by Eldridge. Dropped back and then rolled to the left a little bit. Saw Reverman underneath. The deep receivers cleared out underneath for Reverman. He came up with the ball. 1st and 10 at the 46. The snap, the handoff. That's Gordon going to run the sweep play to the right.
Gordon with the carry.
And near midfield.
Gain of 2.
Gordon gets 2.
Second down.
I'm quickly noticing the difference in the play of the Cardinal from last year. They look much better, much more disciplined. Eldridge doing a great job. Reverman checks out. 2nd and 8 from the 48. Cardinals' first chance to get into Newberg territory.
Yeah, Cardinals yet to get on the board, trailing 8-0. Obviously still super early in the game, though.
Timeout, Lincoln.
Lincoln wants to take a timeout. Timeout on the field, our score. Newberg 8, Lincoln nothing with 8:58 left to go in the first half. I want to tell you about Kelly Manning, State Farm. Kelly Manning is proud to be a sponsor of the Lincoln Cardinal football team. Let Kelly ensure your family's future by giving her a call today, or you can just email, text, or walk on in anytime.
Lots of people in attendance here for this game. It's been quite the game so far.
What a great addition they've made to Lincoln High School. Around the corner and gets to midfield.
Ridden out of bounds by Hebron.
Togney on the carry. He's going to get 2, but that's going to get him across midfield.
3rd down.
Yeah, so far this game has really just been a display of, you know, Togney's just a beast. So far, he's done great stuff for Lincoln.
You know, he's waiting to break off a big one.
Yeah, we spoke about it before. He's had multiple gains of about 7 or 8 yards. Hasn't really broke through for a 20-plus yard play, but he's super talented.
15 yards on 5 carries. 8:51 left to go here in the first half. 8-0. Newberg leads. What a way to initiate the new field. Eldridge. And a whistle. Delay a game.
Delay a game, Lincoln.
Delay a game on the Cardinals will back it up 5.
It'll remain 3rd down.
So it'll stay 3rd down, but now it'll be 3rd and 11. Let's see if Eldridge is going to throw. He's 2 of 3 for 23 yards.
Eldridge has done quite well tonight throwing the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if Lincoln went for a throwing play here. We know they can run the ball, but they're most likely going to throw it here.
He has a 10-yard completion to Togney, a 13-yard completion to Reverman. Receivers wide left and right. Slot to the left. Gonna throw. Rolls left. Keeps it. Pulls it down. Gonna get back to midfield. Eldridge gets 5, but it's going to bring up.
4th down.
Well, he gets 6. It'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Seems like they're going to punt this one away.
Punt the ball.
And that is 24, Lance Ricker, the senior.
Lance, a great season last year. Lance will be standing
Ricker
at his own 37-yard line. High snap, backs him up. He's going to get it away. Kicks it. Nice kick. Going to be fielded down at the 18, out to the 20. And gang tackled at the 25. Good job that time by Ricker to get that one away. It was a little high.
That was a pretty solid punt.
Newberg will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Newberg. They lead 8-0. You used to be able to see Providence Park from here, but now got new buildings up. In fact, there's a building crane that's right across from us, so area is really developing.
Definitely, lots of new buildings being built every year.
All right, 1st and 10, Newberg. The quarterback, Cole Thomas. Thomas over center. Takes the snap, wants to throw across the middle. Oh, nice defensive play. Knocked down in there by number 14.
Zan Galton.
Zan Galton.
Yeah, great awareness there from Galton. Deflected it away. If he really wanted to, probably could have picked that ball.
The slant route that time, and Galton just stepped into the route. Knocked it down.
Second down.
8:25 left to go in the half. 2nd down. Handoff. Off right tackle. Out to about the 32. Gain of 6.
With the stop.
Parker Sellner with the carry there for the Tigers. They like to run the ball a lot. It's worked quite well for them tonight. But obviously, the one touchdown they have had tonight, it was a throwing play. So they like to do both, but majority of their plays have been run so far.
Sellner, 2 carries for 12 yards, 3rd and 4. Split back formation. Thomas over center, receiver motion. And inside handoff, straight ahead, big hole, breaks through, 50, 40, 50, behind at the 25.
Yeah, outstanding run there from the Tigers. Obviously, it was the one and only Emmett Togney that actually slowed him down, Dave, because no one else was actually near him except for Togney. He chased him down and stopped him.
To get the number, that was 50 yards on the carry.
I believe it was, I want to say that was 44, Walker Hilton.
So Hilton, we'll give him that 50 yards on the carry. 1st down. Another handoff straight in the middle, up the gap, all the way down to the 5. A 20-yard pickup. Togney with the stop.
That's almost Isaac Hebron with the run there for the Tigers.
He's a big back.
Yeah, we spoke about the size of these backs before, Dave, but just to remind you guys, Isaac Hebron, 190 pounds, 6-foot senior, 44. Walker Hilton, 190-pound, 5'10" senior. That's some serious size.
And the Tigers, they are now over 100 yards rushing.
Well, they're
now, wait a minute.
Seems like they're bringing this one back pretty far.
Yep, it's a penalty on the Tigers. They're going to march it off from the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage was the 27, 5 yards. 5-yard penalty.
Bringing it back to the 32.
Here's the call. Motion, legal motion on Newberg. Backs it up 5. What a break that time. Now 1st and 15 from the 32. Motion to the right. Drop the ball. Drop the ball. Lincoln saying they got it. We haven't seen a signal yet. First turnover for Newberg, and Lincoln has the ball. After a 50-yard gain, then a 20-yard gain, nullified by a penalty, Lincoln gets a turnover. Big break.
Definitely a big break for Lincoln. Dramatic turn of events here as Lincoln has possession with a chance to tie this game up. They can move their way up the field. Both teams pretty deep, but obviously Togny and those penalties, main reason why Lincoln are succeeding right now.
Handoff, sweep play to the left, Togny. Togny's going to get 5. The workhorse, Emmett Togny.
They've been going to him consistently in this match so far. He's reliable, that's for sure.
For sure.
On both ends of the field, offensively and defensively, he's done quite an exceptional job tonight. And also, as we talked about before, Eldridge has done quite a good job for Lincoln too, despite the fact that Lincoln are trailing right now.
2nd and 5 from the 37. Handoff straight ahead this time, then gets to the outside. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3. Gordon on the carry.
Elwood Gordon, the junior, with nice little short gain there.
Gordon now 3 carries for 7 yards.
Lincoln are switching up, going to Gordon, throwing the ball a little more. They've done quite a few things tonight, but most of the time, it's mostly Togny. I mean,
well, I like that play where the receivers went deep. It cleared out underneath for Reverman, and he had a 13-yard reception. It is 3rd and 1. I expect they probably will go something off tackle here.
They could
Keep the chains moving.
They could just run it up the middle.
There they go, and that will be first down. Togny on the carry, and Togny's going to get 4. Another first down for the Cardinals.
The whistle blew before the pile was done moving as Togny was trying to get every yard he could on that play. He had 4 white shirts on him.
First down, 1st and 10 from the, well, it looks like the 40, the nose of the ball is right on the 45.
5:50 remaining in this first half. Lincoln's still trying to find the equalizing touchdown.
One thing you can say too, Jack, boy, this game is moving right along.
Yeah, definitely.
Rolling, looks underneath. There's a receiver there. That's going to be. It was intended for Togny. Incomplete. It would have been no gain. So now it's 2nd down and 10. Second and 10 from the 45. 5:32 left to go. First half, 8-0. Newberg. Eldridge wants to throw, throws underneath, drop. Incomplete.
Yeah, it was a good effort there from Eldridge. Obviously, tried to find the open man, but he was being pressured. So great defensive pressure from the Tigers there.
3rd and 10 from the 45. Cardinal went over the 50-yard line last possession, just over. See if they can get over now.
Yeah, the Cardinals are just going to have to continue to go to throw the ball, because with 3rd and 10, you can obviously rely on Togny, but 3rd and 10, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to hit a tight end or a receiver here to get that conversion.
3rd and 10, big play. Trip receivers. Eldridge is going to roll left, wants to throw, throws across the middle, and deflected off of a Cardinal. Intercepted.
Returning it back.
That looks like 56 Zadok Bolby, the sophomore, with the interception there as it deflected off the hands of a Cardinal receiver.
The receiver that time hit it, but it went off his hands. First down, Newberg. It will be at the Cardinal. Actually, there was a penalty on the Cardinal that time that declined. And they're going to spot the ball at the 35-yard line.
Evolution Hair Design, Portland's best kept secret, celebrating 30 years of making Portland beautiful. Located across the street from the home of the Cardinals. Are you ready to evolve your style?
This game has gone back and forth. Quite an entertaining match so far, despite the fact that the scoreline doesn't really exemplify that. It's only 8-0, but there's been so many turnovers, so many big plays. It's been quite the game so far, Nick.
Cardinal have 3 turnovers, a fumble and 2 pass interceptions. Wants to throw. Thomas looks downfield, overthrown. Had a man out there in the middle like I played it with you before, but this time overthrown.
His intended receiver was number 5, Tyler Owens, the 6-foot, 160-pound senior wide receiver in DB. As we talked about, that ball was just overthrown. Too strong of a pass there from Thomas, but it was a great effort. He tried to go for the deep shot to catch the defense lacking, but wasn't able to complete it there. They're going to get another chance out of here, though.
Second and 10 from the 35. Handoff, fullback, straight ahead. And breaks free, gets to the outside. On the left, all the way down to the 10, a first down. 25 yards on the carry. Who got the number?
Big carry there. I want to say it's number 23, Chase Mackin, the 188-pound, 5'11" sophomore running back. He's young.
Mackin, number 23, 25 yards on the carry. First and 10 at the 10. They can actually get a first down without scoring, although it's very short. Cole Thomas, the quarterback. Inside handoff, hit at the line of scrimmage and tackled.
Ryan with the stop. Second down.
Second down. Second and 9. Actually got a yard that time. Whoop. Offside. The left tackle stood up and moved forward. Offside from Newberg. We'll back it up 5.
False start, Newberg.
There have been a large amount of penalties so far in this game, Dave, and I think that's holding both of these teams back. They've had so many chances, and they've got the ball up. Both teams have made significant gains offensively, and these penalties are just costing them. Both teams.
Penalties can be drive killers. All right, so it's second and 13. Pitch to the tailback around the right side. Stood up. He's going to get down to the 9, a gain of 4.
That was Isaac Hevron, the senior, there on the carry. Despite the fact that Lincoln had a 4-man rush, they had all kinds of black shirts going after him. They weren't really able to stop him until he gained a few yards. He's just too strong.
He has 41 yards on 5 carries to Hevron.
Pretty impressive.
So it is 3rd and 9. This is go for it territory. Thomas, the quarterback, split backs. Receivers to the left, throws to the outside. That's going to be overthrown, way overthrown. It was the fade pattern, but way overthrown.
Thomas needs to be more patient with the ball. Sometimes he just tries to throw it because he sees a man that's open, but he really doesn't take his time. Second time he's overthrown somebody in the past 4 minutes or so. If he really took his time on that play, I think he could have found his open man as the ball was trying to loft it in that corner, but it was a little bit too strong.
We commented on his big arm. Well, he's had a big arm in the last couple, but too big.
He's just unable to utilize it properly yet.
All right, they're going to go for a field goal. It is 4th down and 9 at the 10. So this will be, the ball will be down at the 17, a 27-yard attempt. Left-footed kicker up.
That kick is blocked.
Blocked.
That was Danny Valdez Espinosa, the senior, number 30, with the 27-yard attempt blocked. This Lincoln defense has been quite resilient tonight.
That coming at 3:33 left to go here in the half. 27-yard field
The
goal.
Lincoln Cardinals defensive line.
Blocked.
Still 3:33 on the clock. Lincoln has some time to try to find a touchdown or maybe even 3 points to get on the board in this game, Dave.
You know, you think about it, all that's gone on here, Lincoln is down 8. That's it. Chance here to maybe move down the field. 3:33 up on the clock. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Timeout, Lincoln.
Lincoln's going to call time here.
Lincoln wants to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. 3:33 left to go in the half.
Our sponsor, BioLounge.
It is.
BioLounge is the Northwest Portland functional medical clinic that partners with patients to
I
support
want
their
to tell you
needs
about another one of our
health
great
care.
sponsors.
Whether aiming to treat a
And that's
condition, prevent
Evolution
chronic
Hair
disease,
Design.
or optimize health,
Portland's
our highly
best kept
trained
secret,
providers leverage
celebrating
the
30
latest in
years
scientific
of
research and
Portland
technology to
Beautiful.
provide exceptional care
Located
in our
across
time.
the street
We believe
from
health
the
is a
home of the
lifelong
Cardinals.
journey and are proud
Are
to
you ready
support
to
the Lincoln
evolve your
football
style?
program.
Evolution Hair Design is now accepting new clients. And Jack and I tried to be new clients. They're one of our sponsors. We're parked right in front of there. And we were going to drop in and say hi to them. But unfortunately, they were just closing. So maybe next time we'll get a chance to say hi.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure next time I'll just bang on the window and they'll let me in. You know, because, hey, we're their sponsors, man. They have to acknowledge us. Shout out to them.
Yeah, are you looking for a new style, Jack?
I might be, you know. I'm not afraid to switch it up, Dave.
Okay. 1st and 10 at the 20. Handoff, tries to get outside, sweep on the right side. I believe it's Tockney.
Yeah, it was talking. It looks like a double sweep there. Eldridge handed it off to a back, and then he just tossed it, and Togney took it and ran with it. Got a little nice gain there as Lincoln's been able to rely on him all night long, and he definitely is one of their best players.
Well,
Indefinitely, undoubtedly.
He has 8 carries in the game now. Straight up the middle, no gain.
Well, the problem with consistently running the ball is sometimes, just like that play, the defense can read it well. And I think that Lincoln's going to have to switch it up and start throwing the ball a little bit more if they want to get some big gains.
That was Zan Galton, sorry, Galton.
Because despite the fact that the Cardinals have had consistently frequent gains while running the ball, they still haven't been able to find that breakthrough run. And if they want to get a big play here, I think they're going to have to start throwing the ball or maybe just switching it up a little bit.
Longest carry is Tockney's 8 yards. Dropped the ball. Eldridge handed off, drop. Fortunately, the Cardinals fell on it, but it's going to be all the way back to the 15.
Lincoln's biggest carry is 8, and I believe that Newberg's is, I want to say it's 30 plus.
50.
50.
From the 25 to the 25. All right, it's 4th down. The ball is sitting at the
16.
16. They need to get to the 30. So it's 4th down and 14.
They're just going to punt it away, it seems like. Or they were going to punt it away until Newberg called the timeout, so we'll see what they do.
Well, I think Newberg's, they see 2 minutes up on the clock. If they get halfway decent field position out of this, they're going to go for it. So 2 minutes exactly on the clock. 8-0, Newberg leads. They're going to be punting the ball. Lance Ricker is the punter. Got away a good kick last time. Right. Zan Galton was on the
Rickard,
sideline. Checks
the
back. Rickard, the punter. Lance Rickard. The snap, good snap this time. Gets the kick away, a nice high kick. Field at midfield.
Final with the return.
Turns to the middle, gets to the outside on the right, may go. Down the side, steps inside, touchdown.
There's multiple flags on the field, though, so I'm unsure about this, what the call is on this play, Dave, but the referees are blowing their whistle.
All right, on that play, the return, that was number 12, Parker Sellner. But let's see what we got. Where do you see the flags at, Jack?
Well, there was multiple flags thrown by the goal line, and a couple other flags were thrown right when Sellner caught the ball at the 50. There was one thrown. They picked up the flags now, but they threw one way earlier, right when he caught the ball.
Block in the back, Newberg.
So the call is
block in the back. Yeah.
Block in the back, Newberg. Let's see what we do here. Where the spot of this foul is.
And unsportsmanlike conduct, Newberg.
Oh, unsportsmanlike conduct as well on Newberg.
So we're going to back this up a bunch, right?
Yeah, multiple penalties there, it seems like.
Right, because the block in the back, that'll be a penalty, and then the unsportsmanlike conduct will be a dead ball foul.
Drastic turn of events here as
right.
Looks like Newberg went from scoring their second touchdown of the night to the ball going all the way back to
the referees are marking off something, but I'm not sure of the plan on this.
It's going pretty far back.
Well, I think the first penalty is for the block in the back, and this is the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
All the way back to the 30, Dave.
So that's two 15-yard penalties.
And scratch the touchdown. Wow. It's quite a costly
what a break
sequence
for the
of
Cardinals.
events. Yeah, costly sequence of events, and as you mentioned, huge break for the Cardinals. It's not only are Lincoln loving that one, but their fans are hyped up about that one as well. I mean, they have hundreds of fans here.
It was a pretty punt return for a touchdown, but to no avail. Ball is going to be spotted at the 30, 1st and 10, 1:45 left to go in the half. Cardinals need to dig in on defense here.
Yeah, that changed the game a lot. Now the Cardinals are really still in this game, only down by 8. They could have been easily down by more than that.
This is the number 2 ranked team in the state. Big win over Grant last week. Under pressure, big pressure, gonna be sacked. Gonna lose 15 more. On the sack, that's number 57.
Patty Ryan.
Patty Ryan. Loss of 14. It'll be at the 44. Boy, Ryan was off the mark so quick. Had Thomas on the run and just dragged him down.
Yeah, fantastic play there from Patty Ryan. The junior offensive line and D-line. We talked about how versatile their squad is. Very versatile team, and obviously Ryan with a huge stop there. He is an extremely fast defensive lineman for his size.
Newberg wants to take the timeout. Timeout on the field. 1:20 left to go here in the first half. 8-0, Newberg leads. I want to tell you about Friendly House. Friendly House is a nonprofit community center and social service organization serving Portland since 1930. Join us on October 13th at Wallace Park for noon to 2 for our free community kettle event featuring delicious free soup and activities. Connect with your community at fhpdx.org.
Second and long.
Well, the tables have turned quite quickly in this game so far, Dave, as we went from a Newberg touchdown to scratching the touchdown all the way back to the 30, and now the ball is at the 43-yard line.
Right, 44 yards they've lost. Throw underneath, complete, gonna be tackled, gonna gain about 5.
Multiple flags.
And more flags.
On the field now. Interested to see what this call is going to be.
The pass was complete to Walker Hilton. They're showing it at the 39, but there were a couple of flags holding.
Newberg.
Wow, we're going to back up further. Well, let's just keep this up and back it all the way down the field.
You know what, Dave? The Tigers really can't catch a break right now, can they?
45 yards in penalty and a 14-yard sack. How about that?
Yeah,
Lost 59 yards.
that is quite the loss there. As at this point, Lincoln's really just trying to get some defensive stops so they can have a chance to get some points on the board before this half ends, because Lincoln's still trailing by 8 with a minute 29 left in this first half, Dave.
Let's see. They're not going to decline this penalty. They're going to take it. They're going to back it up further. Referee's getting the
confirmation from fellow officials.
Yep, now they're going to mark it off.
Trying to confirm where the ball is going to be placed at.
Besides being a high school football kicker, Jack was also a soccer referee, so he has a lot of sympathy for the referees.
Yeah, that's right. I definitely have a lot of sympathy for the refs. It's not easy being a referee.
So that makes it the ball on the 47. It is second down and 33.
It's quite the margin.
Maybe a little frustration on the part of the Tigers.
Yeah.
Here we go, start the clock. It's running. Thomas wants to throw, looking under pressure. Throws downfield and incomplete. Intended on the outside, down around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that pass from Thomas was intended for number 8, Eddie Buck, the senior receiver. As we have 1:18 left on the clock.
Well, let's see. Thomas threw that ball
At least 40 yards.
47 yards in the air.
47. Yeah, that was quite the bomb. We talked about how Cole Thomas has an arm, but that actually was a perfect pass from Thomas. It was just great defense from Lincoln.
Third down and 33 at the 47. Clock at 1:18. Another whistle.
Another flag.
Flag down.
Delay a game. Let's back it up 5 more.
Guess who the delay game's on? Offense. Yeah, there we go. That is wild. Newberg really can't catch a break at all. I mean, I just didn't think it could get worse, and it really apparently could have gotten worse. As now it's just their worst nightmare here.
From the touchdown, they've backed it up now 59 yards.
Yeah. There's still 1:18 left on the clock, so if Lincoln can get a couple stops, get the ball back, they'll have some time to try to get some points on the board.
If I were the safeties on Lincoln, I'd be watching deep.
That's for sure.
They're off the line of scrimmage by 20 yards. Thomas wants to throw and complete to Heveron. That's going to be a gain of about 18.
That was completed to someone else, and then he backwards lateraled the ball to Heveron, and then he got an extra 5 yards out of it. That's actually pretty interesting. I haven't seen that in a long time in high school football, where they lateral the ball back and after a receiver catches it.
They call that play the hook and ladder play.
Hook and ladder, it's a fun name for it.
So the ball is at the 43. It is fourth down. Let's see, they're at the 43 and they need to get to the 20. So 23 yards they need.
Yeah, 4th and 23, that's right, Dave. They're going to have to play the deep ball here and try to go for a pretty lengthy pass. They could obviously run the ball and go for some magic and some sort of theatrics with the lateral, but I just don't think that's going to work out again. Lincoln's defense is too smart.
I don't know if something goes wrong, I don't want to give Lincoln the ball at the 43. I'd punt if I were them.
So if you were Newberg in this spot, you would probably not want to risk throwing super far. You might just punt it, yeah.
Because incomplete, the ball's going to come back here.
Yeah.
But they're going to do it. They're going to go for it.
That's shocking.
Thomas is going to pitch it to the back. They're going to run double reverse.
Oh,
the throw deep has a man out there. Complete. double reverse the throw for the touchdown. My goodness. The back threw that.
The back through to number 11, Nolan Dykeman with the reception. That was quite the throw and an even better catch there by Dykeman. He was wide
Dykeman
open.
was the receiver on it, or the thrower.
Just when I didn't think we were going to see more theatrics. There's the double reversal, the passing it back multiple times, and having your running back throw it 40 yards. How about that one? I really pulled that one out. They really pulled that one out.
Who threw that ball? Did Dykeman throw it or catch it?
Dykeman caught it.
Okay. The kick is up and good.
I believe it was Hevron that threw it.
Okay, let's get this then. It was a 43-yard pass. Hevron to Dykeman. By the way, that's Dykeman's second touchdown reception. All that coming at 0:50, and then the PAT is good by Espinoza for 15-0. So we're going to give Hevron the throw. So he's 1 of 1 for 43 yards. Dykeman the catch for 43. He has 62 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
Quite the night for Dykeman so far, but you got to give credit to Hevron there for that pass. I haven't seen a running back throw a ball that well in a long time. Really ever.
Think of that. He threw it. Dykeman,
That's a
the
dime.
running back, threw it 35 yards in the air, right on the money to Dykeman.
Oh yeah, that ball was thrown, 35 yards, maybe even 40. That was quite the throw there. Low in coverage. Lincoln didn't see that one coming at all, Dave, and it was a fantastic reception from Dykeman.
So kicking off, Espinoza. He's going to kick it long. That's going to go caught. It was caught about the 2-yard line. Turns to the outside. That is Errol Brotherton on the catch.
At the 22-yard line.
Out to the 22, so he got 20 yards.
Yeah, Brotherton on the catch there as the referee hits the deck. So referee, hopefully he's okay. And referee's going to block in the back against Lincoln.
A block in the back.
Against Lincoln, correct.
They're marching it off right now. And that's going to take the ball back to the 9-yard line. So Lincoln will start on offense. 1st and 10 at the 9.
41 seconds remaining, Dave. They have a decent amount of time to get something going. It's going to be very difficult for them to score in those 41 seconds, but I wouldn't be surprised if they can get up to field goal range.
Remember, Cardinals have thrown 2 interceptions. Would not want to do that down here.
Since they're down 15, they might not be afraid to throw the ball, but we'll see what they do.
Eldridge takes the snap. He's going to roll to the left. Wait. We have a whistle. Nobody's down anywhere or anything, so that must be a pre-snap penalty.
Very intrigued to see what the call is there. Not quite sure.
We haven't marched off a penalty yet or given a signal. The penalty was pre-snap.
Referees are talking this one over, trying to figure it out.
All right, the jury is out on this one.
1st and 10, Cardinals.
Well, what it looks like to me is no penalty. There was no play. Something happened pre-snap. The referee must have blown a whistle. Because it's 1st and 10 at the same spot on the 4. Eldridge checks back in. No time went off the clock.
The Cardinals still have some time to get something going offensively.
You run a fly pattern. Nope, you hand off.
Gordon with the carry.
Gordon is the carry, and he's going to get
5.
Clock's still running, 30 seconds.
Gordon now 4 carries for 11 yards. $20 seconds. Second down and 5. Eldridge drops back under pressure, rolls right, looks, throws, caught, may have been caught out of bounds.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete, out of bounds.
Intended for Barnett.
That was intended for Parker Barnett.
Yeah, only 11 seconds left in this first half. Cardinals still trying to get something going, but the clock is not on their side right now.
Ran an out route, trying to get out of bounds out around the 20. Got too far out.
Third down.
Third down.
Another whistle real quick here, Dave. Holding on offense.
No,
Looks like
delay a
delay
game.
Yeah.
Delay a game on the Cardinal. Boy, we've seen now this is the third delay a game.
As we touched on before, both teams have quite a few penalties in this game.
Well, I got a chance. I want to point out the Booster Club's got 100 ex-star athletes from Lincoln that are here tonight to watch the games. I'll tell you about that in the second half. We had a chance to talk with one of them. Eldridge with a snap. Inside on the carry.
Gordon with the fumble and recovery.
Actually, it was a fumble. They fumbled that. Gordon fell on it, and there's the end of the half. Our score at the end of the half, it is Newberg 15, Lincoln nothing. Let me recap the scoring for you. There was no scoring in the first quarter, although Newberg did try a 55-yard field goal by Espinoza. It missed. It was wide right.
That was interesting.
In the second quarter, the first score was a 13-yard touchdown pass from Thomas to Dykeman at the 11:15 mark. They went for 2 and Thomas ran it in. That made the score 8-0. Another missed field goal at the 3:33 mark. That was Espinoza, a 27-yard field goal attempt that was blocked. And then the final score came at the 150 mark, and that was a 43-yard pass from the halfback Heveron to Dykeman. The point after touchdown was by Espinoza was good, and that made our score 15-0. Let me recap just quickly a couple of stats for you. Thomas, the quarterback for Newberg, he is 4 of 7 for 56 yards and 2 TDs. Dykeman has 2 catches for 62 of those yards. Let me back up here. I forgot to put so it was, what they say, 56 yards for Thomas passing, but 43 for Heveron. So they have 99 yards passing, and they're over 100 yards rushing. For Lincoln, the stats, Eldridge is 2 of 8 passing for 23 yards and 2 interceptions. The leading rusher for Lincoln is Togney. Togney with 28 yards.
Yeah, not a surprise.
On 8 carries.
What a half for Togney.
The leading rusher for Newberg is Hilton with 60 yards on 3 carries. Jack, your thoughts about the first half?
Well, obviously, very interesting first half. Lincoln caught a few breaks, lots of penalties by both squads, but obviously Lincoln shouldn't be too discouraged. They had plenty of chances, and despite the fact that they're trailing right now, I definitely think it's going to be an interesting second half for sure.
All right, I want to tell you about one of our sponsors again, and this is Selco. They were founded by educators in 1936. Selco Community Credit Union is committed to serving our community and being a trusted financial advocate. Whatever a good life means to you, they want to help you get there. Stop by their Forest Park branch on Northwest Thurman to learn more. All right, we're at halftime. We're going to take a break. Our halftime ceremonies are going on. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a couple of minutes before the start of the second half. We'll tell you a little bit more about the festivities. We'll recap a little bit more of the first half, and we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. I'm Dave Hall. along with Jack McArthur for Oregon Sports Beat. We'll be back to start the second half.
Home of the Lincoln High School Mike Walsh Field. In the early 2000s, the Lincoln Field Project, a committee of Lincoln parents, had made plans for a new athletic field. In 2002, that dream came true with the dedication of the Mike Walsh Field. Within 5 years, more than $1 million was raised from primarily private money, providing Lincoln with Portland's first all-weather turf field and a new track and concession stand. The Walsh family donated seed money in memory of Mike. Lincoln High School class of 1960, who was a star Cardinal athlete. Mike's brothers Tom, Lincoln High School 1958, and Bob, Lincoln High School 1963, also played for Cardinal football. It was the largest fundraising project in Lincoln High School's history, and the new Lincoln High School athletic field still carries his name and honors his legacy. His high school honors include 3 years as a letterman, first team All-PIL, junior and senior, first team All-State, senior, PIL and state rushing leader and Shrine Game MVP, senior. He was also a 3-year track letterman, PIL, 880 champion, and third in state, senior. We'd also like to welcome Bob and Marsha Walsh, who's Mike Walsh's brother and sister. Thank you for your attendance tonight. We also have former head coaches present tonight: Ron Hudson, Rich Dodge, Pat Beal, Adam Grimes, and Bill Griffith. Thank you for everything you've given to get us to our third Lincoln football field in the history of Lincoln High School. We've also had some amazing athletes play on this field. Lincoln Cardinals in the PIL Hall of Fame include Elvis Akbla, class of 2007, Ron Anderson, class of 1957, Scott Press, class of 1964, Eddie DeFreitas, class of 1937, Ron Dunn, class of 1945, Jack Dunn, class of 1947, Ron East, class of 1961, Bob Flowery, class of 1963, Frank Franzone, class of 1965. Henry Furman, class of 2010. David Glover, class of 1964. Paul Goddard, class of 1958. Carl Hogg, class of 1958. Gavin Hoffman, class of 2011. John Holt, class of 1978. Wayne Carney, class of 1968. Connor Kavanaugh, class of 2007. Elmer Kohlberg, class of 1935. Jeff Kohlberg, class of 1967. Andre Labard, class of 1957. Frank Lolich, Sr., class of 1941. John Mays, class of 1969. Tom Mays, class of 1969. Pete Olmstead, class of 1965. Jordan Polk, class of 2008. Jim Sadlich, class of 1958. Richard Sadlich, class of 1954. Ken Scales, class of 1959. Avery Schwartz, class of 1964. Bob Signer, class of 1940. Greg Slavins, class of 1967. George Spencer, class of 1959. Tom Walsh, class of 1958. Mike Walsh, class of 1960. Peter Williams, class of 2011. And D. Wolf, class of 1964. Thank you to Lincoln Cardinals PIL athletes in the Hall of Fame. To the direct your attention to the field, Griffin Gibson is putting on a halftime show.
Thank you, Greg. What's up, Cardinals? I present to you Lincoln's first ever halftime show on a brand new field. Woo! All right, so what I have are 12 volunteers out here that are going to be competing for some gift cards. So please, everybody, can we get lined up into 3 groups of 4? Can we get lined up into 3 groups of 4, please? Guys, everybody need 3 or 4 people on each back. So how does it work? Each group. So, the first contestant, around the baseball bat. On 0-5 ace. To the 50-yard line. The top of the balloon by sitting on it. Go, Cody! Is it a run back? Tigers teammate in. All right. All 4. Go, get caught. All right. On your marks. Get set. Go. 10 spins. 10 spins. I'm watching. For 8. Get ready to 50. Ready to 50. So you're actually supposed to hold it, you're supposed to lead the bat and pop it with your butt, but it's alright, it's 2 behind now. Who's it gonna be? The far lefties looking like they're in the lead, but Jasper's moving pretty quick. Here we go. To the 50. To the 50. Ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty close. I don't know who's gonna be. Roman's moving pretty quick. Murray to the tumble. We still got 2 more contenders. Yeah. We've got 8 spins. We've got 8 spins. I was not keeping track. But you're gonna sit on it. Sit on it. She can't pop the balloon. She got back. Comes down to this. Come on, people, get spinning. Get spinning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Lincoln High School, the brand new Lincoln High School Mike Walsh Field. Our score at halftime, it is Newberg 15, Lincoln nothing. Newberg scored on with 50 seconds left to go on the clock on a 43-yard halfback pass from Heveron to Dykeman. And the point after touchdown was good. That's how we got to 15-0. We've had halftime celebrations going on here. I mentioned earlier, Jack and I had a chance to go down and meet with the Booster Club before we got started.
That's right.
And had some nice conversations with some of them. One of the people we talked to, now they introduced the Hall of Fame players that are in the Lincoln Athletic Hall of Fame. And one of the people we talked to was Jordan Polk. Jordan was in the Hall of Fame in 2008. Jordan played running back and wide receiver here, then went on and played running back and wide receiver at the University of Washington, and it was a nice time having a chat with him. Again, I want to, in case they didn't hear it earlier, Coach Snoffer's parents back in Pennsylvania are listening, and we wanted to pass along. He said to tell you hi, and we tell you hi, and hope you can join us during the course of the year for our broadcast. Both teams back out on the field now. Lincoln down 15-0, but it's been a really good effort on their part. They've played well, played very disciplined. It's been turnovers that have really hurt Lincoln. 2 pass interceptions and a fumble. If you want to know what's hurt Newberg, although they're up 15-0, boy, they have just a slug of penalties.
Yeah, there was just like so many penalties, especially that one on that touchdown where they ran it all the way and scored, but then they didn't count it because obviously it was disqualified because of unsportsmanlike conduct, and there was some sort of other
block in the back.
That was the other call. So the ball was brought all the way back. I want to say it was around the 40, and then after that they got a 15-yard penalty, and then they got another penalty, and the ball was brought all the way back to the 30 or so, and then after that somehow
in there was a 15-yard sack.
15-yard sack. Got to shout out Patty Ryan, the junior, the 14-yard loss there with 1:28 left in the second. Huge sack there. Fantastic play from him. This is the first sack of the night, and that really changed the game a lot. And despite the fact that Lincoln is trailing right now, they're a very resilient group, and we spoke about how young they are, but they're very determined, and I think that they could get some points on the board if they keep up their resiliency. I just think overall they have a lot of resilience, and they're a good squad.
This is my 42nd year broadcasting, and I don't think I've ever seen a play where a team scores on a touchdown, sets the ball down, referee picks it up. By the time the referee is done walking them up, and there's a sack and another penalty, it's 59 yards back from the goal line.
Yeah, it's been quite an interesting sequence of events in this game so far, but obviously it's still a very close game. Lincoln only trailing by 15 points, 15-0. And it's still a long game. Still got a whole half of football left to play, Dave.
Before the start of the game, I got a chance to say hello to Coach Heather Seeley-Roberts.
That's right.
The basketball coach. Had a chance to talk with her for a minute, confirm her sons are on their mission.
One of them's in Scotland.
One of them is in Scotland. Maybe we'll see her later on in the Oregon Sports Beat season. I was trying to ask somebody, and I couldn't find somebody, what the status was on Brady Kopetz, the outstanding player from Lincoln a couple of years ago, went to University of Colorado. Coach Sanders came in there and cleared house, but I think Brady is still playing. He was played some tight end, some linebacker. So I hope he's still there, and I hope he's playing well. What a talented athlete he was.
Yep.
Not only a great football player, he was the best lacrosse player I saw the whole season, his senior season.
Yeah, 240-pound, 6'4", tight end for Colorado. He's doing his thing. 2022 at Colorado, he didn't see action because he redshirted. And at Lincoln, he played 4 seasons. During his time, he had 376 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns to go along with 4 receptions for 24 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, he had 22 tackles, 3 for loss, a sack, and interception at his time at Lincoln. So
no, that can't be. That's for one season.
I guess, yeah, it's for one season.
That's not for his entire time, because I can tell you he had a lot more than that.
It's talking about...
he had games where he rushed for over 250 yards.
Just the statistic. It says on the Colorado site, but yeah, he's a tight end for Colorado right now, doing his thing there. coached by Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. They knocked off TCU, man. It's been quite the start for them.
All right. Newberg will kick off in the white. They will move from our right to our left. Cardinals will receive. Togney back deep to receive. Cardinals in their red, white, and black move from our left to our right. 15-0. We're ready to get the second half underway. Thanks for joining us here at Oregon Sports Beat. We are your leader in live, local high school sports. Here we go. Espinoza, left-footed kick. Oh, he's got a great leg. Fielded by Togney. Out to the 10, out to the 15. Turns around, starts outfield on the left, gets out to the 30.
Return to the 30-yard line, first and 10 Cardinals.
Good job by Emma Togney.
Yeah, Togney had to shove a couple of his own teammates out of the way so that he could find the opening, find some open space to run. But pretty solid run up to the 30-yard line, as you mentioned, as Lincoln still looking for their first points of the night. They're trailing 15-0 right now.
Hope you like all those great camera shots we have. That's our producer, Ryan Johnson, up on the roof.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan.
All right, Eldridge, the quarterback, hands off to the right, tries to turn inside, gain, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was number 45, Richler Piersnick on the run there for the Cardinals, as he was just completely stumped by the Tigers defense.
Just to let you know, the Cardinals' schedule, their next 3 games are on the road, McDaniel, Jefferson, and Franklin, and they finish it up with 4 games at home, Roosevelt, Wells, Grant, and Cleveland. Togney gets 2.
McNamara with the tackle. Short gain.
Togney limping a little bit after that play, grabbing his right side. Hopefully he's okay. They've been utilizing him all game long, Dave. He's definitely one of their most utilized and one of their best players for sure. But Lincoln loves the run game. That's what I've noticed about them. And we spoke about that before. But both teams have run the ball a lot tonight.
Coach Snopper told me I'm going to run the ball until we're successful at it.
He wasn't lying, and they're resilient with that too.
Going to throw it now, though. Eldridge under pressure, lets it go.
Eldridge pressured by Brammer.
Incomplete out around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Eldridge took a nasty fall there. It looked like he ended up sitting on top of his own neck. He looks like he's limping after that one because it's going to come off the field. He ended up in a really awkward position, as I mentioned. His neck, he was just completely toppled upside down. A Tiger player helped him up. Good sportsmanship there, but hopefully he's okay.
Eldridge had all those starts as a freshman when he was pressed into action the first series into the first game when Carson Wacker got hurt. Here's the punt. Ricker way up in the air. And that's going to, dropped. I think the Cardinal got it.
Cardinals do have it in a lethal spot here. Big turnover there, Dave.
That ball was so high up in the air, and the Newberg was waiting for it to come down. When it come down, bounced off his chest, and a Cardinal player was standing right there and fell on it.
Yeah, great punt there from Ricker. Plenty of hang time, about 3.8 seconds of hang time there. Could even be above 4, but quite the punt there, and obviously it's pretty dark out, and he dropped it. It's actually hilarious because the Newberg player tried to fair catch it, but instead he dropped it, and the Cardinals fell on it first.
Best field position for the Cardinal there at the 37. When you signal for a fair catch, you better catch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Togney
with the carry.
Togney gets 3.
Second down.
A real alert play that time by the Cardinal falling on that ball.
Yeah, coaches need to practice, in general, coaches should practice punt catching more because it's not easy to catch a punt.
No.
If somebody's punting that thing, really high into the air, regardless if it's going 30 yards or 35, 40 plus yards. If it's going in the air for more than 3 seconds and it gets enough hang time, it's really hard to catch.
You have a zone of safety around you that they can't hit you, but they're standing right in front of you, the defenders.
Eldridge with the keeper.
There on the keeper, Eldridge.
Pitch to Cogney. Short game.
That's where you go down the line, you look at the defensive end. What the defensive end goes with you, you pitch. If the defensive end moves out, then you keep it, turn in. Eldridge kept it, turned in, and got 2. That's only his second carry of the game. He has 2 carries for 8 yards.
Couple of quick substitutions here. Go ahead.
We're just under 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Eldridge, they're going to throw. Oh, just tried to go on the outside, incomplete.
Eldridge is being pressured yet again. Wasn't patient enough on that play. Tried to just let go of it quickly.
It was intended on the outside for the senior, Garrett Schmokel.
Schmokel was there. He just threw the ball too short.
Right.
He was obviously being pressured as well. This Tigers defense, they've definitely dedicated, and they have not given up at all. And they've really done a great job of containing Lincoln. Obviously, Lincoln hasn't scored so far, but Lincoln's offense has been pretty solid as well, too.
4th and 5. Cardinals are going to go for it, and why not? I might send quick hitter to Togney. No, Eldridge wants to throw. No, there's a whistle. Whistle's going to... Lincoln took a timeout. Before the play started, they took a timeout. Coach Snoffer, standing next to the line judge on the side, yelled for the timeout.
The designation as an Earth Advantage broker and ADU specialist proves her personal desire to provide sustainable, healthy homes to first-time buyers and experienced investors alike. Visit her website at www.michelleknows.com.
Wonder if the helicopters are coming over taking pictures for the football highlights later tonight. All right, 8:40 left to go in the third. Newberg leads 15-0. Cardinal lost to Bend last week 20-0. They're looking for their first score of the season.
Yeah, they're looking for their first score of the season in the first game of this new stadium. Quite the facility here, as we talked about, Dave.
Beautiful. Stands are great, great seating, great concessions, everything. You can get out to a Lincoln football game, get out here and see it.
It's not even just their football stadium, it's also their indoor basketball gyms too. And those are really nice.
Eldridge wants to throw, as man in the middle. Is it complete?
Yep, should be complete.
It is.
Conrad Kelsey, the senior.
Kelsey, that pass from the 32 down to the...
Should be 21 or 22.
22, 10 yards on the completion and the first down.
8:20 left in the third quarter. Lincoln still has a decent amount of time to really start a comeback.
I like Kelsey went in the middle, found the hole, sat down in it there, and Eldridge put the ball right on it. Kelsey was the only person to catch that ball.
Yeah, it was a good throw.
Quick hitter in the middle, might have got one.
Gordon with the carry. Hunt and Hilton with the stop.
I believe that was Gordon on the carry.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Yep, that was Gordon. He just checked out. Second and 9, ball on the 21. 7:30 left to go in the third. 15-0 Newberg. Gonna throw underneath, complete. Inside the 20 to the 15. Complete to Togny.
There is again Emmett Togney with a great catch and an even better effort after the catch. Got an extra 4 yards on the play, mustering and muscling his way up the field. Lincoln has the ball on the 16 here, Dave. Big chance for Lincoln.
Eldridge here in the third quarter, 2 of 4, 16 yards passing.
Yeah, he's had a solid third quarter.
So it is 3rd and 4. Dives inside. Gets to the line of scrimmage. Persnick on the carry, and I think he got 1.
That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down and 4.
4th down, seemingly they're going to go for it here.
Right. Why do a field goal now? Let's take some points.
They want the points, especially since Newberg converted on a 2-point conversion after they scored that first touchdown. So it's not just a normal 14-0, no.
Right.
Newberg leads 15-0 right now, so Lincoln would love to get a conversion here, Dave. Get some points.
Going to take some forward power off the line. Going to throw underneath. Intercepted. Intercepted at the 10, out to the 15, out to the 20. Oh my goodness. Looking across the middle, and the defensive back stepped right in front of it.
Yeah, what a play there from number 22. It was Isaac Hevron with the big stop there. That's a pick for him. He's been super active on both sides of the field tonight, Dave.
4th turnover for the Cardinals. 3 interceptions, a fumble.
Yeah, disaster just struck there for the Cardinals. Huge chance. Ball near the red zone. Chance to score. Instead they throw a pick. Still a pretty long game. 5:50 remaining, but that's disastrous for sure.
You know, it was a good idea, slant pattern, but you got to watch for those cornerbacks on the slant because they cut right across the lane, and that's what happened that time, and it picked it off. There's a penalty. Wait a minute, let's think it. Did this penalty happen before the interception?
I think
No,
no, I don't think it did. It's still Newberg ball right now.
That penalty was half the distance to the goal. Set the chains up. The ball's on the 6. It's 1st and, or 6, it's on the 7, 1st and 10. Power of drive up the middle, gets about 3.
Mackin with the carry.
Mackin with the carry, he gets 3.
And we have an injury on the field.
We have a player down, it's a Newberg player.
Hopefully he's all right.
While we have a player down, let me tell you about one of our great sponsors, and that's Premier Jets. They specialize in worldwide service, and they have experience visiting nearly every port of the world. We approve fast worldwide transport service to 6 continents, including all the Pacific Islands. Our services include air ambulance, on-demand cargo, or charter flights. That's Premier Jets. We're at the 5:33 mark when we have a player down, a Newberg player. It'll be 2nd and about 7 from the 10.
Still on the ground. Hopefully he's all right.
Well, I realize turnovers have certainly hurt the Cardinal, but I've been impressed with their play tonight.
Me too.
It's at a completely different level than last year.
Overall, they've had a pretty solid game despite the fact they're trailing by more than 2 scores. They're down 15-0 right now, but Togny especially has impressed me. He's had quite the game tonight. And Eldridge, despite those picks, I mean, he still has an arm and he's still has lots of potential, for sure.
Eldridge down there, he's talking with the backup quarterback, number 12. That's Finn Davies.
Seems like they might actually need to cart him off, because I just saw some Lincoln personnel talking amongst themselves, and they just saw a guy leave the premises. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully he's okay.
Thank you.
Well, I was talking earlier about the schedule. Let me go over with you again. These two games, Bend and Newberg, those are non-conference games. The Cardinal Open conference play next week, and they have a series of 3 straight away games. McDaniel on the 15th, Jefferson on the 21st. Now that's a Thursday night game. And then Franklin on the 29th. That's where Jack went to high school.
That's right, my alum.
Then we got 4 straight home games to finish this up. So we'll get 4 in a row back here at the new field, and those will be Roosevelt on October 6th, Wells on October the 12th. That, I believe, is also a Thursday. Grant on the 20th, and finish it up there on the 27th when they'll entertain the Cleveland Warriors. Well, we got a chance, Jack. You're a junior, senior?
Senior now at University of Oregon. Took a couple summer classes this year to get more caught up. Only 1 more year left of college, and I'll be graduating.
Now, you're also involved in a lot of broadcast activity down there for the University of Oregon. What are you doing this year?
Okay, so at U of O, I'm a volunteer for KWVA Sports, which is the official sports radio station of the University of Oregon. And at KWVA Sports, we do a variety of things, including broadcast games. We do podcasting. We have these Quack Smacks where we talk about, they're called Quack Smacks. Every Monday through Thursday, we have weekly podcasts, and we sign up for them during our meetings, obviously. So I've done a lot of different Quack Smacks. I've produced them. I've hosted them. We also have Friday Night Spotlight, where we get the air from, I think, 6 p.m. till about 10 or so. And they're bringing the card on here. But, yeah, I've done lots of stuff at U of O. I did color for Oregon women's soccer last night. They lost to Cal Baptist University. But it's been a pleasure, to do stuff at the University of Oregon for sure. One more year, though, so I'm going to be on my grind, doing some producing, calling some more games for sure.
So you did the soccer with us this summer.
That's right.
Going to do games until you return to Oregon, so it's been fun.
Yeah, it has been fun. Got a couple more weeks till I go back down to Eugene. And I'll be doing some color for women's soccer, potentially some play-by-play for women's soccer later in the season. And I probably will be doing some color for Thurston, which is, in Eugene. They were really good this year.
What do you think about the Ducks going to the Big Ten?
I mean, Ducks going to the Big Ten, man. It's definitely disappointing in my opinion, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they came back to the Pac-12. If the Pac-12 is still a thing in 3 to 4 years, it honestly could happen.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen, but obviously the Ducks smoked Portland State 81-7. They are playing Texas Tech this Saturday. The former quarterback for Oregon, Tyler Shuck. I'm interested to watch that game. But at the radio station, we also cover Oregon football, as I mentioned, which is cool.
Well, I grew up in Ohio, so I'm an Ohio State Buckeye fan.
Ohio State Buckeyes.
It means that now about every 3rd or 4th year, the Buckeyes will come to Oregon. That's going to be a tough one for me to root for somebody.
Yeah. I mean, Ducks are really good this year, but the Buckeyes have also notoriously been good for years, man. They're still trying to get him on the cart. Hopefully he's okay. It seems like a serious injury, obviously, because he has to be carted off. So that's unfortunate, but it appears that it's very serious. So hopefully he's okay.
The cart is out there. They're going to take him off the field. Both teams, the Newberg team, the players are kneeling down just back from the scene. The Lincoln Cardinal players are over here on the sideline. If you want to find out what's coming up for Oregon Sports Beat, you can go to our website. It's OregonSportsBeat.com. We put a calendar up each month, and each month that calendar has on it a list of all the games we do, what sport it is, who's playing, where the game is at, and the start time. So OregonSportsBeat.com will help you find out that information. Well, when we do the Franklin game, you're going to watch that one, Jack?
Definitely.
The 29th.
I have to watch that game. If I'm not coming back down to call it, we'll really see. I mean, I'll try. The only problem is, I don't have classes on Fridays, but if I do have a car in Eugene, I will definitely, try my best to come back on Fridays. If you guys need people to call games, I'll talk to Ryan about it. I know. Hopefully, I mean, if I'm not able to call it with you, then yeah, I'll be rooting for Franklin, man. I'll be watching that game.
Well, we got a second since we're just kind of chatting about things. Jack, tell us about the life of a punter.
Life of a punter, man.
You punted at Franklin.
It's interesting because I guess technically I'm living the life of a college student and a commentator now, but I used to be a punter. I'm still technically a punter because I can still kick a ball pretty far. But no, the life of a punter, it was interesting. My team wasn't very good when I was in high school. We were 1-8 for Franklin. We weren't that good. But I got second team all city. I could have played D3 football if I really wanted to. Actually had an offer. But I didn't take it because I wanted to go to U of O to pursue my journalism career. And obviously, so far, it's served me pretty well. I've done a lot. I've gotten a bunch of different connections. I'm doing color for women's soccer. It's been going well for me. But I would say life as a punter is hard, man. I never really got hit that hard, but my team was really not that good. But hey, at least we won one game. Right? At least we won one game. I can give us that.
Snapped over your head?
The ball did get snapped over my head multiple times. I'll never forget. One time we were playing Roosevelt, the ball got snapped over my head. I had to run and get it to scramble, and I got tackled down. Not like I wasn't hit super hard, but the ball was snapped over my head, right? And I went to go run and get the ball, and there's like 3 different dudes coming at me, and I'm trying to go around this guy, and I think I went around one player. I ran him, and then I was trying to cut back in front of another dude, and then it was a lineman, right? So this dude's like 210, grabs my jersey, throws me down, and I didn't fumble, thankfully. I just lost the ball right there, and it was a turnover on downs, obviously, but I wasn't able to punt the ball away, and that's like really the only time I remember the ball going over my head. Most of the time, Dave, when they hiked me the ball, it would bounce 3 times in front of me. I'd pick it up, I'd punt it away, and they would either get a fingertip on it or I would barely punt it away in time, because I'll never forget one time against Jefferson when the ball bounced 3 times in front of me. It was like really just 3 quick bounces. I picked the ball up, I punted it, and they got a fingertip on the ball, but they didn't block it. So my punts have not really been blocked like that. Like, I don't think ever when I was in high school, but I did get sacked that one time.
Jack is complaining because his high school team went 1-8.
Yeah.
Jack, my high school team won 4 games.
Hey, that's better than 1-8, but I mean...
No. 4 games in 4 years.
Oh, I thought you were saying like with the one season you played.
We won 4 games in 4 years.
Yeah, because I only played football one year in high school. But my senior year, I was a kicker and punter.
We won 4 games in 4 years, and in one of those years we won 2. That means in one of those years we didn't win any.
Hey, it happens, man.
All right, the player is up, and they got him over to the cart. So the Newberg team ran out and surrounded it. I'm sure they're all saying, good job and hang in there. But it looks like we're getting close to starting this. It will be second down. The ball will be on the 10. It's 2nd and 6 for Newberg. 5:33 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Well, he actually stood up. So he stood up. He's in the cart, and he's sitting there. It wasn't a situation with a stretch or anything like that. They actually helped him get up and get into the cart.
That's great.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign. It looks like number 20. I want to say it's 24. I'm not quite sure. It's either 24 or 29, one of the two. But I think it's Brecken Peterson, the sophomore.
Now, generally what referees do in a situation like this, they give each team a couple of minutes to kind of, jog and get back ready to play. Yeah, warm back up.
Sounds right, because that was a pretty long delay, but hopefully he's okay. It's, as you mentioned, Dave, it's good to see that he's back on his feet and he had people help him up. Teammates help him up onto the cart, because injuries are never fun. And
last year, people have a vivid recollection of some of the worst injuries in football you saw. They were all on television.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget the Kevin Ware injury, man. Sports in general, it's brutal sometimes, man. It's hard. I mean, I only played football for 1 year, but I can only imagine, being a running back in the NFL. Just how much those dudes get beat up. It's just unbelievable.
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. My favorite Cleveland Brown is Nick Chubb, the running back. He carried the ball 300 times last year. 300 times it was like he got hit by a truck each
Yeah,
time, you know?
literally.
How long can you last doing that?
I mean, Adrian Peterson's one of those backs that
Right.
that played for, what, 18-plus seasons?
Yep.
I mean, dude was a tank. He really just couldn't be stopped. Kind of like Barry Sanders, you know? You just can't really – it's hard to stop people like that. They're just so fast and strong. It's just a deadly combination.
Well, Adrian Peterson ran around guys.
He
Emmett
did.
Smith ran over him.
Yeah.
All right, both teams warming up. And it looks like we're just about ready to get this back underway.
Yeah, still 5 minutes and 33 seconds to go in this third quarter, Dave. Plenty of time left on the clock. Lincoln, at this point, they're really just trying to get any points on the board because they're trailing by 2 possessions, and they just want to get a field goal.
Referees just blew the whistle. That's a signal for the teams to come back out on the field. It'll be the Newberg offense, the Lincoln defense. Be second down and 6 at the 10. All that coming after the pass interception.
2nd and 6, Newberg from the 10.
Into the middle on the run. Big run, bowls over people, going to have a first down. 10 yards on the carry.
Nice gain there.
Rutherman and others with the stop. 1st and 10, Newberg.
Mackin on the carry gets 10. All right, 1st and 10. Rolling to the left.
Runner at the carry.
Wow.
Jogs around a couple of players on the carry that time for Newberg. That is number 22, and that's Everett. And he got, let's see, he got 15 more.
Isaac Hevron, the 6 foot, 190-pound senior running back. He's quite a tank. Got an extra 6 or 7 yards there by dodging defenders, Dave. He was not about to go down at the 34. He said, nope, I'm just going to cut around you and just keep going. He's very resilient.
He's got 56 yards rushing now.
Quite the night for him.
Trails Hilton, who has 60, but Hilton got 50 of it on one play.
Yeah, Hilton's run that earlier in this game was spectacular, to say the least.
1st and 10. Thomas, the quarterback.
It looks like a false start to me.
Oh, jumped the gun.
Discipline is a major factor that has really come into this game, as both teams really haven't been that disciplined tonight. Looks like that is number 2, Enzo Oxford, with the encroachment. The coach is trying to calm down. You know, tensions are hot. Obviously, it's upsetting when you do that, but it happens.
He was at linebacker and he stepped in the gap there in front and then just went right on through. So it is 1st and 5. Thomas the throw, throws on the outside, has a man out there, complete down to the 29.
That's Eddie Buck, the senior. What a catch from Buck, and an even better pass from Thomas. Lofted the ball 15 yards or so.
27 yards on the completion for Thomas and a first down.
That time, Thomas had a perfect throw. That wasn't a bullet, it was lofted into the arms of Buck. Great catch from Buck, as Newberg are moving the chains quickly here, Dave. Another big chance for them as the ball's on the 28.
Thomas up to 83 yards passing now. 1st and 10, the ball up to 29.
Yeah.
Gonna roll right, looks, throws underneath, and caught down to the 5-yard line.
None other than Nolan Dykeman, the man that has 2 touchdowns tonight, Dave.
50 goal, Newberg.
Wow.
Dykeman's had himself quite a night. He's played exceptionally well all night long. It's been pretty consistent as well, as Newberg has a huge opportunity here at the 7-yard line in the red zone.
Let me give you the stats for Dykeman. 3 catches, 86 yards.
Yeah, that's something special for sure.
First and goal at the 7. Straight ahead. Bulldozes his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, that was quite the play there. Walker Hilton, the senior there, as you mentioned, quite literally bulldozed his way through the defense. He's just a tank.
21-0 Hilton on that touchdown.
And unfortunately, it looks like a Lincoln player was on the wrong end of that. I want to say it's number 8, and he hits the ground. He's injured, as I think he was the one that got bulldozed by Hilton, if I'm not mistaken.
And a Lincoln player down, so
hopefully he's all right. I think it was number 8.
I think
AJ Reverman, the junior.
I think maybe he got the air knocked out of him.
Yeah.
Because he was starting to run over this way and then just went down, taking some breaths. We're at 1:57 left to go here in the third quarter. Reverman's up. Just got the wind knocked out of him. Sometimes, you know, you just need to take a second to catch your breath. And it's now, we're going to have the point after touchdown and 7-yard run for Hilton. Makes it 21-0. Remember, Newberg went for 2 on their first touchdown and made it on a run by Thomas.
Yeah, Hilton is another one of those power backs for the Tigers. 190 pounds, 5'10" senior. He is a monster.
10 wrestlers on the Newberg team. You know how good they are in wrestling. Numerous state championships.
Another good in football.
And there it is. They ran it in.
For a Newberg touchdown. Newberg 21, Lincoln 0 coming to try.
Wait a minute. Back up. That last play then with Hilton was not a touchdown. He was down at the 1, and they just ran that play in. They will kick it. Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a miscommunication then from us. But I honestly thought, we both thought that was a touchdown. But it looks like they scored either way.
Right. There's the kick. Blocked. Espinoza got the kick blocked. That's the second kick he's had blocked tonight. One was a field goal. So that makes it 21-0. $21-0, 1:37 left to go in the third. Newberg will kick off. Well, we got a chance. I want to tell you about Bio Lounge. It's a Northwest Portland functional medical clinic that partners with patients to support their unique health goals, whether aiming to treat a condition or prevent a chronic disease or optimize health. Our highly trained providers leverage the latest in scientific research and technology to provide exceptional care and outcomes. We believe health is a lifetime journey and are proud to support the Lincoln football team. That's Bio Lounge. It just dawned on me what the Lincoln fans are chanting.
Yep, they are chanting, "Where is Newberg?"
Where is Newberg?
That's for sure. One of those funny high school chants that they just always
I'm sorry about that. Great little town. I like Newberg.
Newberg is a solid town.
Home of George Fox College. On the ground, skips that one all the way back, and they'll let that one go into the end zone.
Double touchdown. Lincoln will take over first and 10.
Cardinals will take over first and 10, down 21-0. 1:37 left to go in the third.
Still a decent amount of time left on the clock for the Cardinals to cook something up. Obviously trailing by 3 possessions now, but Still got some time left to make something happen. Football's one of those games where one big gain can really change the game, and Eldridge and co are trying to do that right now.
Eldridge going to roll to the right, going to throw underneath, man. It has a man there, complete. Gordon.
Caught by Gordon.
Gordon with the catch. That's going to be out.
With the force out.
That's going to be short of the first
Flag
down.
on the play.
Well, let's see where they actually spot this. They're going to say he went out at the 25, so it's only going to be a gain of 5. So that'll bring up, well, now wait a minute. Referees are talking about this. The ball was at the 20. And they're marking off a penalty. Oh, okay. We're marking off a penalty against the Cardinal. Backed it up 5 yards.
Cardinals can't catch a break right now. They just have all kinds of penalties against them, Dave.
Referee timeout. Oh. I think what he just signaled, is that a legal substitution? May have been. But backed it up 5. It's now 2nd and 15 from the 15. Togney gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Dykeman with the tackle.
Togney slow to get up there. Got clotheslined on that play. But he appears to be all right.
Tough kid.
Definitely a tough kid.
109
sure.
left to go in the 3rd. Harold Brotherton checks in. He'll split out wide to the left. The snap. Eldridge wants to throw under pressure, throws underneath.
Togney got crushed there by number 11, Cameron Rank.
If he caught the ball, they lose 5. If he didn't, and he didn't.
Excuse me, no, it's Nolan Dykeman there. He's doing it. He's doing things on both sides of the field right now, Dave. That was a massive tackle from Dykeman, but he also has 2 touchdown receptions in this game. Quite the night for Dykeman.
3 catches, 86 yards, 28 yards a catch. There's the punt. Rickard gets away, fielded at the 46, turns inside, and down to the 35. That's Seller, I believe.
At the end of 3, Newberg 21.
Sellner on the punt return gets 10.
First and 10, Newberg to start the 4th quarter.
1st and 10. That's the horn. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score at the end of 3, it is Newberg 21, Lincoln nothing. We'll start the 4th quarter. I want to tell you about Garfinkel Orthodontics. Garfinkel Orthodontics is celebrating 50 years of helping Portland smile. Dr. Judah, who's a Lincoln High School alumni from 1992, and the entire team at Garfinkel Orthodontics are proud to support Lincoln High School and excited to help your family smile. Complimentary consultations at garfinkelortho.com. Thanks to all of our sponsors. 4th quarter about ready to start here. Newberg will have the ball, 1st and 10 on the 37. They lead 21-0.
Time is not really on the Cardinals' side right now, as they have 12 minutes, one final quarter to muster a comeback. down by 3 possessions, 21 points right now. Still a decent amount of time to get something cooking. But this Newberg offense has been really just exceptional tonight, especially Dykeman, as we spoke about. And Tigers' run game has been there too, Dave.
You know, the Cardinal have not played anybody soft. They played Bend and Newberg to get ready for the league schedule. They should be ready. Here's turn inside, still on the go, still may go all the way, goes out at the 1. Oh my goodness.
Quite the run there.
36-yard carry.
And none other than Isaac Hevron with the massive pickup there. He was stiff-arming defenders left and right. He carried one of them 10-plus yards. He almost went all the way on that play as he got tackled out of bounds on the 1-yard line.
And the short dive play for the touchdown. By the way, Hevron has 92 yards rushing now.
Yeah, he's going to go for 100-plus tonight. Safe to say.
There's the score.
Another touchdown for the Tigers.
27-0. That score coming at 11:47 left to go in the game. A 1-yard dive.
Looks like they're going to go for a PAT this time.
Espinoza, the left-footed kicker, in to try.
Espinoza with the try.
He's had a field goal blocked and an extra point block.
He's been active tonight, for sure.
The snap down, the kick up, and that one is good.
The try is good.
Espinoza converts. 28-0.
Newberg up 28-0.
11:47 left to go in this game, 28-0. It was 15-0 at halftime. 13 more points here for Newberg in the second half. All right, Espinoza to kick off for the Tigers. Togny, let's see who else is back there with Togny. That's number 6, Parker Barnett.
Togny and Barnett back to receive. Valdez Espinoza in the kick.
Long kick. Bounce is going to be fielded by Togny. Togny out to 10, 15, 20.
Togny with the return.
And out to about the 24.
About the 24-yard line.
Nice little run there from Togny. He's been returning a majority of their kickoffs. He's been pretty active tonight, despite the fact that Lincoln haven't gotten the board tonight. He's had quite an impact for the Cardinals.
He has 11 carries already in the game. Togny lined up. There's the snap. Eldridge rolls left, looks under pressure, pulls it down. He's going to go.
With the keeper.
He's out to the 30. Gain of 6.
Jets with the stop.
Eldridge has 3 carries tonight for 14 yards.
Second down.
Eldridge going to throw again on the outside, tipped away.
Gordon.
Yeah, that was intended for the senior Parker Barnett, the receiver, as Lincoln still trails by 28.
Just a little bit high.
But they have some time, just under 11 minutes remaining still looking to get their first points on the board tonight, Dave.
Eldridge 5 of 16 in the game.
Timeout, Lincoln.
Lincoln wants to take timeout. Timeout here on the field. 10:57 left in the game. Newberg 28, Lincoln nothing.
Yeah, talking it over, really just trying to talk it over and see what they can cook up as they're still trailing by 28. Yet to find an answer offensively. Togny is the go-to guy on their offense, but they still haven't been able to muster out any points. But they're still trying.
The Lincoln fans were chanting 57. I'm not sure what that means. If it means number, it's Patty Ryan. Of course, he had that huge sack in the first half.
I just heard them yell Patty Ryan as well. So they definitely are hyping up Patty Ryan. He's had a solid game so far. Obviously had that sack for the loss of 14. And this Lincoln defense, there's been a couple standout players despite the fact they're down 28 right now.
And he heads out onto the field. Third down and 5.
Third down.
Togny takes a look where he's supposed to be. He lines up in the slot. Maybe they're going to throw him the ball. Now he goes in motion. Eldridge throws across the middle. Oh, dropped out at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass from Eldridge intended for Elwood Gordon. Unable to reel that one in off of his fingertips, despite the fact that he didn't catch it. It was a great pass.
Nice pass it was.
By Eldridge, right on the money.
Punt formation, Lance Ricker back. Last time he punted that ball so high, guy called for a fair catch and dropped it. Let's see if Ricker does that again.
Ricker in the kick.
It's the kick away. That's a long kick. Fielded back at the 30. Still on his feet. 45, midfield, across midfield. 40, 30, 20, and knocked out of bounds down the run. Oh, wait a minute. Stayed in bounds. I thought he was going to go out. He tiptoed down the sidelines and all the way down inside the 5.
He completely trucked the kicker there. Lance Ricker just knocked him down, just bulldozed him and kept going. We both thought he went out of bounds, but I guess he stayed in all the way up to the 10 or so. Or it should be the 5. Should be the 5, actually.
Let's see where they marked this. They may have said he went out of bounds earlier.
Yeah, I think he did go out of bounds earlier around, I think the referees were indicating that he went out of bounds at around the 14-yard line, but despite that, it was a exceptional run.
Right, they are. And that's 56 yards on the punt return.
That was an outstanding punt return for sure.
Straight up the middle, and there's a flag down in the end zone. That was thrown. The referee was looking at something in the middle of the line, maybe holding.
Plenty of those flags thrown tonight, that's for sure.
Wow, big ones too.
Flag down on the field.
Here comes the signal. It's going to be on Newberg. No, wait a minute.
Penalties on Lincoln.
It's going to be against Lincoln.
If it is, it'll be like half the distance to the goal line.
Still waiting for the referee's signal here.
And he's going to go over and talk to the Newberg coach.
Yeah, Newberg's head coach, Jeremy Johnson, in his 3rd year at the helm for the Tigers. Just wants some clarity, really. He's confused about what's going on.
Jeremy coached 3 years here. While he was here, they like to throw the ball. Here comes the referee. Let's see.
They're moving it forward 5 yards. Ball placed on the 7, it looks like, Dave.
First down, Newberg.
So it's 1st and 4. First and 4 at the 7. Throw, the fade pattern, incomplete.
Selmer, the intended receiver, broken up by Barnett. Second down.
Cole Thomas is now 6 for 10 passing for 107 yards. Plus they got 43 yards from Hebron. So they're at 150 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing.
So, yeah, tonight the Tigers have been able to both throw and run the ball exceptionally well.
Sweep play to the right, still with the ball. Turns inside, no, stopped short of the goal line. On the carry that time, it's number 1, Jacob Brammer.
Jacob Brammer, the senior, haven't seen a ton of him tonight, but he's another one of those bruising backs. 166 pounds, 5'11 senior, dual threat running back and DB, so he can do it a lot for the Tigers.
By the way, that was a first down. They were able to get a first down inside the 5. There's a first down, 1st and goal at the 2. One of those big backs. No, they're going to throw the ball on a cross.
Almost threw a pick.
Wow. Looked like Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl that year for the Seahawks. They're down on the 2. They were in a slant pattern. Quarterback throws it, almost got picked.
Hope there aren't any Seahawks fans listening because they would be angry, man. But nah, I'm a Panthers fan, so. But no, yeah, definitely. That was a very risky throw. When you're within 10 yards, easy for me to say because I'm not a football coach, but when you're within 10 yards, why throw the ball? Just run it,
right.
especially.
You're up 28 nothing. What's the point?
Just run it, man. Can't be that difficult to score from there.
Now the handoff straight inside. Carry for the touchdown. That's Hilton.
Hilton, once again, as you like to haunt Seahawk fans here, but yeah, I mean, great run from Hilton. He has had quite an impact for this Tiger squad tonight, Dave. As we spoke about before, they love running the ball, over 100+ yards rushing for this Tiger squad. And they really are a dual threat team. They can run and throw the ball extremely well. As the Tigers are just pouring it on at this point, Dave, 34-0.
They have gotten touchdowns tonight from Dykeman, well, 2 from Dykeman, 1 from Hilton, 2 from Hilton. Pointed after touchdown is good. It's 35-0. I still am confused why you would throw a slant pattern from the 2-yard line up 28-0.
Yeah, I was super close to being intercepted too.
.904 left to go in this one.
Well, Dave, it's safe to say that the Newberg Tigers coming into this game were ranked by OSA number 2 out of 44 6A teams for a reason, as not only do they have the offensive firepower, but they have defense in their arsenal as well. They've made multiple forced fumbles and throughout this game, lots of big defensive stops, and I've been pretty impressed with Newberg in this game.
Espinoza to kick off. He's been able to kick the ball way down there. Let's see if he does this time. Kicks it away from Togney, and that one's going to go in the end zone. That one will come out.
Touchback.
Out to the 20.
The remainder of the fourth quarter will play to the running clock. First and 10 Cardinals.
Just heard the PA announcer say now they're switching to a running clock.
35 is the number. It means the clock just continues to run. It's what people call mercy rule.
Flag on the play.
As you can see, although there's a flag, the clock is still running. So it'll be a continuous running clock.
Seems like there's going to be a timeout, as heard the referee said they want to stop the clock.
No flag on the play.
So here's the situation. It's first and 10, the ball at the 20. 35-0 Newberg leads, 7:59 left to go. We were at a continuous clock, but Lincoln took a timeout. Play, a run, soft left tackle. Maybe a gain of a couple.
Here's good for the carry.
Finn Davies just ran out on the field. Eldridge came off, so that means there's a change of quarterback. So Eldridge out, Finn Davies is into the game. Finn is a sophomore. Eldridge, of course, is a junior.
Yeah, Davies is an underclassman, super young player. Seems like Lincoln just wants to switch it up and get more experience for the younger guys and just test it out, really.
Quick hitter, that went off right tackle.
Davies in the play quarterback.
Might get a few more.
Most with the carry. Third down.
Third and 2 here on the running clock. Lincoln's still trying to get their first points of the night, Dave.
First points of the year.
First points of the year, that's right, because they did get shut out in that opening game.
Davies, the snap, hands off. That's going to be for a loss.
Stopped by Scott.
The tackle by Scott.
Fourth down.
Scott got in the backfield really quick that time.
It's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like they're going to punt this one away. The lefty, Lance Ricker, going to take it, Dave.
Logan Scott, the junior for Newberg. Deep penetration. Ricker's going to kick. Newberg forgot they don't have anybody back there now. They run a player back there.
Well, Ricker can kick the ball quite far, so be aware.
Quite high, too. Lets that one go. Another one, another good kick.
Ricker in the kick. Burnham on the return.
And that's going to go out of bounds down around the 40.
That was a pretty solid kick. The punt that he had before that went about 48 yards before it bounced, which is pretty solid.
That one went 40.
That one went 40, yes. Punt before that was really good.
Well, they're going to spot that. They're going to say that went out. Let's see. Are they going to mark that at midfield? If they do, then it only went 30.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 50-yard line or so, because when the ball bounced, it actually was at a bounce. So those extra bounces that you saw didn't count because it went out at the 50, as you mentioned.
Thank you.
Here we go. 5:28 left to go. 35-0 Newberg leads. First and 10. Nose of the ball right at midfield. Let's see if they've made a quarterback change. They have. Oh, gets free. Look out. From the left all the way across to the right. Goes out of bounds inside the 25. Wow.
Looks like number 20, Deacon Sanchrizos, as another one of those young players for the Tigers. He's a sophomore with a pretty solid run right there, Dave.
Put me in, coach. I'll get you 25 yards on my first carry.
Literally. Tigers have all kinds of talent in the backfield that can run the ball, but you can't forget about their receivers as well. They're just all around a pretty well-rounded team, in my opinion.
1st and 10 at the 25. 4:25 left to go in the game. In through the middle.
There is Sanchrizos again.
The quarterback into the game now for the Tigers. It is number 15, Ethan Hine.
And he's also a sophomore.
I hate it when they make the quarterback run all the way across the field to the coach and have him tell him what the play is instead of do it by hand signals or a guard that comes in or out or something. Just you're running all that energy off of the quarterback.
That is true. Or they could at least tell the play to a running back or maybe a tight end or somebody else that's not the quarterback, because he has to, exert the most energy.
1st and 10
Usually,
at the 10.
Sometimes the running back, though.
There's a flag.
Flag down on the play.
The back judge threw that flag.
Later with the stop. Oh, false start, Newberg.
False start, Newberg, back at a 5. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 15. I don't believe they can get a first down. It will be first down and goal from the 15. Actually, the ball's just inside the 15. That's why you won't be able to get a first down. They're going to have to score. Hine checks back in, gets a call from the coach. There's that big player that just checked in.
That's 77.
Hudson Yankee. How big is he? He's over 300.
277 pounds, 5'11", junior offensive line.
Jeez. And he just came in the game.
And he's not even their heaviest player.
No,
their biggest player is 327, Chris Cervantes, 5'11", offensive lineman. He's a sophomore.
I got 2 guys over 300. Look on the schedule there. There's another one.
So besides Chris Cervantes, who's a 327 sophomore offensive lineman, they also have Alejandro Chavez, who's 335, 6 foot junior. Serious size. Just want to remind you guys, we were speaking to Jeremy Johnson pregame, and he told us that they are a physical downhill running team, and he said that his team's going to come out and surprise some people, and I really think that they did that tonight, because I don't think that anybody here, especially Lincoln fans, expected Newberg to, if they continue this for the next 2 minutes, they could shut them out.
I think they surprised a lot of people when they beat Grant 43-13.
I mean, Grant is a good football team. That's definitely a big win too. Especially they didn't just beat him by 10 or 20. No, they beat him by 30 points. That's a big win.
78 points they've scored in 2 games.
And they have a chance to extend that right now.
Behind the quarterback, lone setback, motion. And
he goes with the player. Flag down on the play.
There was a whistle. Play was stopped. There was a flag. Procedure call on Newberg. They'll back it up 5. False start. Clock has been running. It's now down to 150.
Yeah, 150. The Tigers are just burning off as much of the clock as they can. Just slowing the tempo down, obviously. Showed some respect to putting in a backup quarterback. They don't want to pour it on, obviously. They're already up 35-0. Only a minute and a half remaining. There's no need to do so. Seems like they're just going to take a knee here. could be, or
Nah,
not.
they're going to run a play. Young quarterback giving him a shot. Motion, here it comes.
At first it looked like it, but I guess not.
And off tackle, still on his feet, down to the 5. Push back.
I guess taking a knee is a lot more common in other levels of football, but it just, the way that they were set up, lined up, it seemed like he was going to do that. But yeah, it makes sense that they would want to give their backup quarterback some time to shine, to really test how deep their team is. They really just want to give these guys reps, especially the young players.
We're down to 45 seconds. Going to have to run one play here. Lined up. 2nd and goal from the 8. Snap and dragged down for a 10-yard loss. Nice play on the tackle that time by 46 Logan Ewald. But that's going to do it. We're going to run this out.
Yeah, this game is over. Players getting set to shake hands. It's been quite the game so far, Dave. And there it is. Final whistle.
That's the final horn. Our final score here at Lincoln High School in the inaugural game on this field. It is Newberg 35, Lincoln nothing. There was no score in the first quarter. Lincoln got 15 up on the board in the second, so at halftime it was 15-0. 6 more points on the board for the Tigers in the third, made it 21, and then 14 points in the fourth quarter made it 35. Let me recap the scoring for you. The no scoring in the first quarter, although Newberg missed a 55-yard field goal attempt. The first score of the game came at 11:15 left in the first half. A 19-yard pass from Cole Thomas to Dykeman. There was a 2-point after touchdown by Thomas. That made her score 8-0. At the 3:33 mark, Espinoza missed another field goal, or missed a field goal. It was still 8-0, and then the Tigers scored with 50 seconds left. A 43-yard halfback pass from Hevron to Dykeman. The point after touchdown by Espinoza was good. It was 15-0 at the half. 1 touchdown in the third quarter, a 7-yard run by Hilton. That coming at the 2:17 mark. The point after touchdown by Espinoza was blocked. It was 21-0, and then 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. A 1-yard drive got a touchdown at the 11:47 mark. The point after touchdown by Espinoza, and at 9:04 Hilton with a 4-yard run. The point after touchdown by Espinoza for 35-0. We got a sponsor we want to thank. We're going to do that, and then we'll have Jack recap his thoughts on the game, and we'll get you out of here. I want to thank our sponsor, Elite Real Estate. Michelle Shaylan is our dedicated realtor at Elite Real Estate. She strongly supports Cardinal football, just like a strong offensive line. Ready to score your next home? Make contact with her today. Jack, your thoughts?
Obviously quite the game, Dave. Inaugural game here at the new field. You know, it was a fantastic game. But overall, Newberg, they really showed why they were ranked the #2 team in 6A coming into this match. Defensively, they had a great game, made plenty of big stops. And obviously Dykeman with a couple big touchdown receptions, and their quarterback, Cole Thomas, what a game for him. He played his heart out as well. And Newberg, they poured it on 35-0. They shut him out. I mean, they haven't lost this season so far. I'm excited to see what they do in the future. But Lincoln's defense looks pretty good in moments. They just weren't able to find it, you know, find a rhythm offensively. And besides number 5 for Lincoln, that is Emmett Togney. They weren't really able to get that much going offensively. So kind of brutal for Lincoln, but overall it was a good effort from both sides, and you know, Newberg exemplified why they're #2 in their division.
I'm encouraged by the effort for the Lincoln Cardinal. Let's thank all of our sponsors: Kelly Manning from State Farm, Evolution Salon, Family House, Selco, Premier Jets, Bio Lounge, Garfinkel Orthodontics, and Elite Real Estate. Thank you to all of them for making this possible. I want to remind you again, we're Oregon Sports Beat. You can go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com, and we'll have our information up about our schedule, including all the information about the games, where they are and when they are. again, Lincoln will be in action next Friday night. It will be an away game, and it will be the PIL opener. They will play at McDaniel. So either drop by or you can catch us at Oregon Sports Beat. Want to thank a bunch of people. Want to thank the people here at Lincoln High School for their hospitality. Want to thank the Booster Club, who talked to us and gave us some information. Both head coaches, who were very generous with their time and give us information. We want to thank all of them. Our crew tonight. Alva's our director. Ryan's up on the roof doing with the camera and great shots tonight. My broadcast partner, Jack McArthur. Jack, final thought?
Obviously, it was a great game. We spoke about this before, but Newberg shut them out. They've had a hot start to the season. Not only undefeated, but they haven't been scored on a single time this season, which is quite an interesting and impressive statistic and interesting statistic.
Well, they have.
No. I think it was
43.
But no, I mean, besides that, I guess the point that I'm making is overall Newberg has done a great job this season. Their offense is really hard to stop, and I just think that I'm excited to see what they do this season. So both teams played their hearts out, but Newberg, they got something special cooking, and I think that they could go far.
All right, from the beautiful new facility at Lincoln High School, home of the Cardinals, I'm Dave Hall. Our final score here in action, it is the Newberg Tigers 35, the Lincoln Cardinal nothing. Good night, everybody.